are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to... $551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Scott for Scots here. Your lawn is meant for all things bonus. Bonus relaxing, bonus playing, bonus beauty. But when dollar weeds are popping up everywhere, it's time to start cutting them back with Scott's Turf Builder Bonuses. It kills dollarweed and clover and feeds your grass so it grows thick and strong to crowd out future weeds. Now that's worth some bonus points, eh?
Get a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Bonus S today. It's guaranteed or your money back.
Feed your lawn. Feed it.
Let me tell you a story. I had a client who got injured. He only asked for the insurance company to cover his rent for 3 months. They said no. We ended up getting him $325,000. Just call Mo. Mo do it. Orlando's injury attorneys. Prospective client may not obtain the same or similar results.
My best dad tip? Okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea, or try something else. Just choose to be a father first, today.
Take your Valentine's experience to a whole new level this year with jewelry, flowers, candy, dinner, and a flyaway romantic getaway. All courtesy of International Diamond Center. Nothing says I love you like romantic jewelry from IDC. From a simple pendant to an exquisite designer ring, we've got a fantastic selection of affordable, timeless gifts. And this year, with any jewelry purchase at IDC of $129 or more, we're giving you some long stem roses, some delicious chocolates, and a gift card for dinner from Vito's or Fishbones. It's one-stop shopping for all things romantic. And if you really want to take it up a notch, we're also giving away island getaways. Just spend $5,000 on jewelry and you'll get a $500 airfare credit for a Caribbean vacation. Spend $10,000 on our jewelry and get 3 nights including airfare at a tropical resort. On us. Make this Valentine's one to remember. Let IDC help you with your jewelry, flowers, chocolates, dinner, and a romantic vacation. We've got it all. Happy Valentine's from International Diamond Center. 4 Orlando locations. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman & Lind Studios. Why Kaufman & Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The 3 best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and Sealand.
It is Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Lots to get to today, from Get Over Here, Rat Daddy, to a new Olympics where steroids are cool, and how do you feel about cameras in the bathroom, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Good day to you.
Hello, Sealand.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us with the Dispatch today. All you have to do is go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first Dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Thursday?
Good.
Hey, look at us. We're all back together again.
Reunited.
For a full week. Yeah, we got this. We got a lot to talk about today. We want to hear from you, of course, as we always do, but let's start as we always do. Damn it, I just said that. Let's put our ears on the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go over to CNN, and they are covering the big tech grilling of yesterday. Where they brought forward all of the CEOs, and I'm now in full agreement that Mr. Shao Chu, the guy who's the CEO of TikTok, he is the best looking of the bunch.
Thank you.
He's the most put together. His suit seems to fit better than everybody else's. I don't know. He looks like a professional, I would say. And he was up there getting grilled, just like Mark Zuckerberg. We'll get to him in just a moment. But there was one of the guys who was interrogating him, because that's what this is. It's a dumb interrogation. This is Representative Cotton, who does this stuff to try to get viral clips. And he was just so sure that the head of TikTok was a Chinaman, a commie, that he was from China. And he really wanted, just admit it, you're from China. And over and over again. The poor guy from TikTok is like, I'm not. He didn't know what to say.
Is he not Chinese?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Why is he grilling him about it then?
I don't know.
That's an easy lookup, is it not?
It should be. It should. But watch how weird this gets.
You said today, as you often say, that you live in Singapore. Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other?
Do you like Chinese food? Do
you ever said the word China? Go ahead, tell the people. Come on. This is the same guy who was forcing Mark Zuckerberg to say the apology yesterday. That got real weird.
That was. I think that was Josh Hawley.
They all look the same. Look at that.
They're sort of the same type of dude in terms that they're both like Republicans who are looking for these viral clip moments.
Are the same guys that were grilling Obama, like, you're from Kenya. You're from Kenya. I see the birds from Kenya.
Don't get me wrong. There are progressive weirdos who do the same thing where they try to get the clip moment. But this is the moment for the folks on the right to try to go after big tech and get them. And he's like, come on, just admit it. You're a Chinaman. You're an Oriental, aren't you? And he goes, bro, what are you doing? The guy is from Singapore. His wife is American. The guy has told you his entire life he's not some secret Chinese spy, you weirdos. What the hell is going on here? I get it that you're afraid of TikTok because it's got the kids' attention. It's got the killer algorithm, right? It's got them glued, just hooked to the timeline. Scroll. The new thing, the new feature on TikTok, you don't even have to scroll. You hit auto scroll. It scrolls for you, for God's sake. I get it. But the guy has told you he's not from China. So perhaps he's not. Maybe he's really telling the truth.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
I mean, you won't take
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
Okay.
What else we got?
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
This guy.
He's like, if you're from China, say what?
You ever used something made from China? Huh?
Right.
That must mean something.
When you were a kid, you ever have a toy that was made in China? What are you getting at, dude? The guy has told you he's not Chinese. My God, get off of it. Over and over and over again. He just keeps going.
I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Let me ask you some.
Is there anybody that could stop him at this point? Does he not have any representative, or is there anyone that could make a call? Decorum of some sort, where it's like you've asked this question in so many different ways. At this point, it kind of feels like harassing.
I mean,
don't you think?
In the court of law, somebody would have already said objection, asked and answered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you would think
well done,
so.
C-Lane.
And I think that there are ways that they could butt in and try to redirect, but they don't generally do it. And that's why these things are pretty useless for the most part. These kind of hearings, it's all grandstanding nonsense. Like any normal person watching this, like the normal majority of people still left here in America, you go, whoa, this is weird, dude. Like, you got your constituents that you're playing to, and you want to tell them TikTok bad China, because that's real nice and simple. And then you find out the guy's not what you thought he was, but you keep going and going and going and going and going.
In response to your question, that what happened at Tiananmen Square in June of 1989 was a massive protest. Anything else happen in Tiananmen Square?
Yes, I think it's well documented. There was a massacre.
There was an indiscriminate slaughter of hundreds or thousands of Chinese citizens. Do you agree with the Trump administration and the Biden administration?
Oh, my dear God.
So right there, you brought up Tiananmen Square.
The relevance?
There's a massive square in China, Tiananmen Square, where there was an uprising, and famous photo of Tank Man, this guy who stood in front of a tank that, and I think like just went over him. And there was a big uprising there where hundreds of people from China were killed. And this guy has nothing to do with that, right? So he's basically like, bad thing happened in China? You okay with that bad thing, buddy?
Huh? Now, once again, I'll ask you for the 15th time, are you associated with communist China?
Let me give you the equivalent here, okay? Let's say this is the Chinese system, and you're over in the Chinese parliament, right? And there's an American who's on trial, or well, like not on trial, but brought before the committee hearing here. And the American is like answering questions, and they go, "Isn't it true that you dropped the bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Are you okay with that?" This is the equivalent of what's happening here. You must apologize for China, who you're not a Chinese citizen, for their past indiscretions and atrocities. What the hell, man?
If you had a time machine, all right, what would you do, huh?
Yeah, would you go back and kill Mao, or do you like Mao? Like, the guy's just a guy.
The Chinese government is committing genocide against the Uyghur people.
Senator, I've said this before. I think it's really important that anyone who cares about this topic or any topic can freely express themselves on TikTok.
It's a very simple question that unites both parties in our country and governments around the world. Is the Chinese government committing genocide against the Uyghur people?
Senator, anyone...
You know what I would tell him right now? I'd be like, buddy, I run TikTok. This is the equivalent of, this is a Wendy's, sir. What the hell are you on about right now? You are really, really like off the beaten path here.
Yeah, but when they were doing that dance to Feeling Yourself by Drake, did you understand that kind of had an effect and said something about how you felt about communist China? Come on.
Were you indeed feeling yourself, and were you feeling yourself for China?
Right.
Sir, what color is the Chinese
China?
flag?
You like the wrestler China? Do you own any fine China? Have you ever seen Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh, too far.
Got him.
Oh, God. There we go. They're solving problems out there. And on it goes. And that's why, again, this stuff is a giant waste of time.
And even taxpayer dollars?
Oh, sure. It all is. My God. But when you look at this, you go, do we accomplish anything?
No.
Answer, no. We didn't accomplish anything. And when you see things like Mark Zuckerberg, who Josh Hawley is just badgering him into apologizing, because how do you not apologize when somebody goes, those family members had somebody die because of social media right there. Do you apologize to them? And Mark Zuckerberg stands up with his new gorgeous longer hair and his new
See, Lane, I don't know how much you caught of the show when you were out, but Sean has like a weird crush on Mark all of a sudden, and he looks no different. He put a damn tie on, man.
I heard you say he looked different, and then you showed him, and I was like, well, it looks like Mark Zuckerberg to me.
No, he's ripped now. He's Kung Fu master. He's got lots of stuff going on in his life. Man, there's something different about him.
As opposed to 3 years ago when he didn't have that much stuff going on?
My excuse? I got away from the iced coffee.
Oh, gosh.
I'm a Celsius guy now.
Say bye to your heart rate.
Whoa, buddy. I am, engine is running.
I want to get you a Fitbit because I just want to see at what rate your heart will be throughout the show. Because remember when we did the lie detector test? Like the one thing the polygrapher said was like, Sean, your heart rate is insane. And that was without iced coffee and Celsius.
Back then, it was just because I was dying. Just
Okay,
because my blood pressure and heart rate were through the roof for bad reasons.
And now you want to bring it back with Celsius.
Now
Okay.
I brought them down, and I'm like, let's mess with the world a little bit here.
on the edge,
Let's live on the edge of the razor. Let's have a Celsius. What a wild man I am. We'll get into more of the Mark Zuckerberg stuff. I want you to hear what happened after the apology and some of the parents coming forward and real spicy take in the chamber on this, but we'll see how it goes. Also, your dispatches, we'll hear those. Those are all coming up. And also, one more thing to throw on the fire. A woman, she's 39 years old. She just had her 20th child.
Oh, wow. Ow.
39 years old, just had her 20th child.
Last
and
couple just walk out?
She has a couple of things to say. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
We are Real Radio 104.1. Online at realradio.fm. On your phone with the free iHeartRadio app. And, hey Google, play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
I would be happy to.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a bit of delays throughout the area due to accidents. Travel with caution. Colonial Drive eastbound at Winter Garden Vineland Road, the right lane is blocked. Alafaya Trail westbound at Rangeline Road, the right lane is blocked. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Ronald Reagan Boulevard at North Street, and you could expect a bit of delays due to an accident on Wymore Road north of Maitland Boulevard. See traffic troubles, called the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Wawa has pizza. Get $5 off pizza when you order in the Wawa app or on your favorite delivery app starting at 4 p.m. Gotta have a Wawa.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively. Across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
On game day, you want to focus on three things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends. So good. And football? Well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible. So Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Life is too short to let allergy and sinus issues hold you back. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, we understand the impact these challenges can have on your life. Imagine a life free from constant sneezing, itchy eyes, and sinus headaches. Our expert team provides comprehensive allergy testing and personalized treatment plans, ensuring your specific needs are addressed. Simple relief, better life. At Aspire Allergy and Sinus, visit aspireallergy.com to schedule an appointment. Aspireallergy.com and tackle your allergies head on.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Get ready for the big game with the free iHeartRadio app. Pre-game with perfectly tailored playlists like Big Game Tailgate Party and more. iHeartRadio has the perfect soundtrack for your pre-game party, whether it's just you or a block party for the entire neighborhood. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Tailgate, and listen now. Make the big game great with iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
Who's about to have her 20th child in just a moment. Plus the social media apology that we probably didn't need and a spicy take on that. But first,
She's
I got to get this out there.
She's having a baby right now?
She could be. It could be happening right this moment.
Take it to
For
the
her,
live stream.
I think it's like there's a good chance anytime you go to this woman that she's in labor or close to it, just because.
Yeah, statistically.
Whew, that's a lot of babies right there, like constantly pregnant mostly. But first, I want to saddle you guys with the problem that I've been dealing with for quite a while, Sabrina and C-Lane. Now, when I say quite a while, I mean like the last 24 hours. because there's been this clip that's going viral, and I've seen it all over. It's on TikTok, it's on Instagram,
Facebook,
it's on X,
Instagram,
Twitter, it's on all the things. And it just, the moment I clicked it, I knew I had done something wrong. I said, I shouldn't have done that. That was bad. I was working in my office last night. I come across this link, and somebody said, man, the Creed EDM remix.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, no. You
literally just pulled it.
Oh, did you listen to it, though? Did you hear this song?
I pulled it. I wanted to have a surprise for all of us, but I guess I'll have to find another ending clip.
As I listened to this last night, I go, yeah, it's okay. You know what? I'll start it over, though. And then I played it again, and I was like, and by the third or fourth time, I was like, just singing along with this Creed EDM remix that this DJ woman made when she was doing DJ lady
woman.
Some lady DJ made this, and she said she made it the night before. And I go, dude, imagine being so talented that you just make a complete remix of a Creed song that is an absolute banger the night before you have to do some DJ set. Like, my God. And I listened to it over and over and over. I think I listened to it 11 times in a row last night.
I'm curious now with its popularity and it on the rise, and like, is she going to now have to get like the thumbs up from Creed? Or are they going to shut it down? Or does it have the potential to be on the radio eventually? Like, it's becoming the next big TikTok song.
I think to release something like this, you pay for the license. Like maybe a mechanical license or something. I forget. It's not like it used to be. I don't know that you have to get Creed's permission.
It's like a cover, right?
But yeah, to release a cover, you just pay a license to the song, and you get money for the performance.
Yeah, it's a tiny bit. It's like they get 98% and you get 2%. Yeah, it's really like is that bad?
Like, there's a whole. I've thought about getting into this, but I think like you gotta make so much content to get any like profit out of it. It's probably people that just do it for the love of it. But there are whole side markets of like string quartet covers of your favorite band. And then what they used to do is they would release CDs and they would have them filed in the same like place at the CD store as your band.
Yeah.
So say you were looking for Nirvana, right? And you're flipping through Nirvana CDs, and all of a sudden there's one that's like, oh, string quartet cover of Nirvana songs.
Yeah.
And like they put it there because they're like, all right, maybe somebody will buy it and want to have these covers or want to listen to it.
Honestly, it's almost worked on me a ton of times. It would be like Dashboard Confessional done by a quartet or whatever, and I'm like, almost get that. But I went
like children's fairy tale or children's like bedtime versions of songs like that.
I went from like tiny bopping to this song to like, I kind of like that, to just scream singing
is straight
it.
up Ranger.
And somebody said that the idea that the DJ made this the night before shows you how easy it is to make EDM. No, it doesn't. Okay. I've tried to make EDM songs way back in my day.
Yeah, right.
No,
Prove
for real. For real. I don't know. I could probably never find it, I don't think. But I made
this
back in the day when they first like had software, you could put beats together and stuff. And I started to make some songs. I made one song. And
I've also made like one song.
You guys.
In Fruity Loops.
Oh, yeah, Fruity Loops. That's what I use.
FL Studio.
Could you imagine where we would be had your lives gone the EDM DJ route?
We could have been big.
It could have been a whole duo, dressed as you are right now, but in front of thousands of people over at Electric Daisy Carnival or something.
We were so close. But this lady is way better.
Mine.
Oh, I would love to hear it if you can.
There's no lyrics, but I'll find it.
When I finally said, Courtney, you have to hear this song. It's so damn catchy. I love it. It's like the greatest earworm ever. She goes, nah, the original's better. Like, the original from Creed is better. She's like, I don't know why people hate on Creed. The original is better. And I said, I don't know. There's something about, like, the vibe of this one.
It's very house chill. Like, you're not full peaking on ecstasy, but it's like you could feel it in your bones.
You can see this in a movie in the background. All right. See, this is the part at my first listen where I was like, okay, all right, I think I'm with this. And
it's
then
kind of groovy, guys.
When it dropped a little bit, I was like it does that thing where it sinks you into your body a little bit. And you're like, you want to pump your fist alone in your office, and I go.
And you did do that.
I did. I'm gonna grab my Celsius.
Now smash it against your forehead.
Yeah.
Here's the drop.
Oh, it's so catchy.
I mean, it's all right. It's like chill house.
I think I like
it's
house.
a good vibe. It's very bassy.
Yeah, I think secretly I like house music. I think like deep inside me.
Congratulations, you're a white male in his 40s.
Hey, guess what? I'm here for it.
Now show your lower back tattoo.
And I'm getting rid of that. How dare you? I am now the guy who maybe wants to just blare these songs in my office all night. I want to embrace it. I want to do it. I think that's who I'm turning into here, guys.
There was somebody this morning like pulling out of 7-Eleven at like 10-something in the morning and just straight face pulls out of 7-Eleven, but he is blaring some EDM, and it's like it's the finale. It's the and I'm getting in the car and I'm like, huh? All right, there was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it sent me into a little bit of a tailspin down a rabbit hole, and then I was like, what's the biggest song in EDM right now? And so I started to listen to like, the top songs in EDM, and the number one song in EDM now is this. It's like, wow, I can't believe this song is still so cool.
I can't believe you're still going with this damn joke.
This is me now. Yeah, it is. It really is. Okay, let's go over to...
Watch this, though, and I'm going to put $5 on it. Scott Stapp's going on solo tour this year.
I thought Creed talked about doing like a reunion tour or something.
I don't know. I've only seen like for sure Scott Stapp is going to do his own solo thing. This will be played without a doubt.
Are you at all surprised that when you see this video playing, the DJ playing the song, they go around the crowd is mostly Gen Z, and they all know the words to the Creed song? That's surprising to me.
I mean, I don't know.
Who's playing Creed now? It's not on the radio. It's not like people are sharing Creed on social media, and yet all of these late teens, very, very early 20s people, they totally knew every single word to the Creed song.
Because their parents, maybe?
Maybe. It could be. It could be that their parents listened to that, and that's kind of like the new classic rock or something, and that's what they're into these days. But I'm definitely into it. Like it or not, here I am. We want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record on your first dispatch right now. Bootsy says, everybody bring glow sticks to Just Okay 8. We can turn it into a rave.
We
can do that.
And the gloves with the fingertips that are lit up.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm going to get some ecstasy. Oh, man.
That's illegal.
Is it?
But you could funnel maybe like 4 Celsius and see what happens.
I'll do that to start.
Do people
do sweating the same amount?
Ecstasy anymore?
Yeah, sure. Molly?
Yeah.
But there's a difference between the two, right?
Right.
Used to be. Nowadays, like it's just the powder form, but they mix everything up in it, from what I understand and read on the internet.
They changed up the lingo at some point, and all of a sudden I saw somebody was at what's the ICP festival thing that they did?
The Juggalos.
The gathering of the Juggalos, and it said "Need Molly?" on their little paper or the cardboard sign, and it was at that point I realized I was like, it's past me. I don't know the right word anymore.
Yeah, right. That's
I don't know.
People. I mean, I feel like the gathering of the Juggalos age range is probably people your age, right, Sean? He's frozen.
Oh, it's happening again.
Oh no, is it?
He's back.
Your eyes were closed and you were duck-lipped. It was very EDM.
What's going on at the station? This is not on my end.
Someone forgot to pay the Wi-Fi bill.
Yeah, iHeart. What's going on over there? Get it together.
Oh, they can't hear you. They can't hear you.
Oh, probably not. Okay, I want to get to what happened with these social media hearings. And the idea that Mark Zuckerberg was like pushed into standing up and apologizing to these families and the reaction to the families afterwards. I want to talk about all of that in a bit. But first, 39-year-old mother. She's 39. She's from Colombia. Her name is Martha. She has 19 children. She's about to have her 20th child. Can't imagine anybody in the world can care for that many kids. But she says she will continue to have kids until she can no longer conceive. She admits she cannot afford to support her family.
Okay.
But she's not stopping. She says, yeah, I can't. I don't have the money. She says, I see being a mom like a business practically.
Oh, that is Mother of the Year material.
Not only that, Sabrina, the family lives in a small 3-bedroom house in Colombia.
You know she's not like even near the record, right?
What's the record?
A Russian woman named Valentina Vasilyeva.
Okay.
And her husband, Fyodor, whatever, are alleged to hold the record for most children a couple has produced. She gave birth to a total of 69 children.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, right. Receipts.
Allegedly. 16 pairs of twins, 7 sets of triplets, 4 sets of quadruplets.
No way.
A total of 27 births.
You know what? That's a perfect amount of people to have a Creed rave.
Her womb is like a 1-bedroom apartment at that. My God.
A studio.
Oh, this is good, too.
Thanks, bro. I just made it. I'm an EDM DJ.
Me, too. Can we DJ together or no?
Heck yeah. You can open up for me.
Whoa. All right,
I think
fine.
it's, yeah,
Take
thank
it.
you. Yeah.
I'll take it. All
Like
right,
5-minute sets.
We're going to take a quick break, folks. We want to hear from you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we come back, we'll get into the Zuckerberg apology stuff, and we'll get into you. By that, I mean we'll hear your dispatches that are coming into thenewsjunkie.com. All that coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
This week on The Jim Colbert Show, your chance to win tickets to see the legend, Bob Dylan, coming in March to the Walt Disney Theater at the Dr. Phillips Center. That is the prize this week when we play JCS Trivia. Good luck.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Here's your midday weather forecast update. On Fox 35, Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner, and after a chilly morning, we're looking ahead to a comfortable afternoon. The high temperature 68 degrees, almost full sunshine, just a few high clouds. Tomorrow and Saturday, beautiful with highs in the 70s, but heads up, we've got a rainy storm system coming in for Sunday. Sunday could feature a few thunderstorms as well, a start of an unsettled period with wind and big waves at the beaches through early next week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
I had so many dreams, but life quickly got in the way. Then Rasmussen University saw my true potential and gave me the support and confidence I needed to become who I am today. Rasmussen University. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
Folks, Mills Air is there to help you out in your times of trouble when you're, as a homeowner, dealing with an air conditioner that's not working. And before you know it, it's going to get nice and hot again. Excuse me. It's going to get warm when spring and summer arrive, and you need to make sure the AC you have is working the way it should. They've been in business since 1992. It's 32 years, right? 32 years experience in helping people like you. 32 years of their techs making people nice and comfortable in their own house. And you can rely on them. All you need to do is go to millsair.com and start your journey to getting that AC up and running again right now. Mills Air is a Carrier factory authorized dealer, and that means they can get you really big rebates toward a brand new Carrier unit. If your AC is completely busted, don't freak out. I know there's a potential for you to see dollar signs in front of your eyes and really panic, but they have financing for basically everybody out there. They are also a Carrier authorized and affiliated outlet, and they're going to help you get that brand new Carrier unit with ease. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you can always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Explore bizarre tales in the Very Special Episodes podcast hosted by Dana Schwartz and friends. Every Wednesday, they'll tackle a new stranger-than-fiction story, like NASA agents cracking down on a black market moonrock trade, a poison Titanic cast, and Mark Twain's pivotal bar fight. New from iHeart Podcasts.
That is every single one of these episodes. It is the fodder for you to say, I heard the craziest story on this podcast.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. At New South Window, we bring the factory to you. Our windows and doors are made with quality in mind, and your products and installation are backed by our lifetime warranty. That's because New South Window knows the importance of single source accountability. We believe in removing the middleman so you get more for your money. This is real factory direct. One company, one call, guaranteed for life. Get New South proud.
For a limited time only, when you buy more, you can save more. Visit newsouthwindow.com to learn more.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients. Today, Morgan & Morgan has more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Addiction can be isolating, but there is strength in numbers. Together, we can bring out the best in those who are in need of recovery while removing stigma. The Phoenix has built a nationwide community in support of people living a sober lifestyle. In partnership with 1 Million Strong, we're uniting the music industry, fans, and artists to take action to transform the way people think about addiction and recovery. Are you affected by addiction, or do you know someone who is? Visit 1millionstrong.com to connect with the Phoenix community and find the support you need.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's
We'll get to that momentarily. Plus, you send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. But first, open question to you. And Sabrina and Celine, tell me what you think on this, yes or no. Is social media overall bad for kids? And when I say kids, I'm talking about, like, you know, from early childhood to your teenage years. Is social media overall a negative influence, I should say?
Loaded
to
question.
clarify.
So you include like YouTube, in which they are not interacting, they're just watching a social media, or the social aspect of social media?
All right, let me do this. Because I don't want to complicate this too much. I want to give you like two options here. You have a child. Bloop. Child is born.
Hi, baby.
And child comes out. What do we want to name this kid? You guys, can you agree on a name? All right, Sabrina Jr. Celine, you good with that, or you want to? You want to rename?
Fun.
All right, Sabrina Jr. is born.
I've done all my kid naming for like a year.
You're having another baby?
Sabrina Jr. is born. Probably going to be good friends with Jackson, because real close in age to Celine's new baby. So Sabrina Jr. is born. And now Sabrina Jr. is staring at a crossroads. To the left, Sabrina Jr. can live a life without going ever in their child years until they turn 18, on any social media platform at all. No YouTube, no Twitter, no Facebook, no Instagram, no TikTok, none of these things. Not a single one of the social media platforms ever visited. To the right, Sabrina Jr. can go, like every other child, on the path of watching all this stuff on YouTube, watching things on TikTok, scrolling all the platforms, and getting their personalized feed to get them addicted sent to them every day. Which path would you choose for Sabrina Jr.?
There's no middle.
No middle. There are only two paths.
Well, with no social media, I do think that they would get made fun of in school for not being in the know.
All right.
But then again, it's proven to be a bit poisonous for young minds.
Mm-hmm.
God, T-Lane, do you have any say
No,
in
you
our
have
child?
to choose one of the roads.
Right,
What
but
are
I'm not
the
the only parent in this situation.
I know. Which one are you choosing for Sabrina Jr.? You have to choose no social media at all or the regular social media life that most young kids go through. Which one would you choose? Forced.
I'm going to go with social media.
Okay. Social media. And to sum up your argument, is it fair to say that you're saying even though there are some poisonous things about social media, you think that a kid not being on those platforms may lead to them being bullied for not being present there?
I mean, I think that it could be a potential issue that is attached to it, but I also believe that my parenting will allow me to have a child that has social media, but that uses it responsibly, knows the difference between what's real and what's fake, is not a bully, and is not exposing themselves for child porn charges.
All right.
Later
Well,
on.
maybe it's important that you just said that because it plays into my spicy take in just a moment.
Pretty good at this parent thing, huh?
C-Lane, you got Sabrina Jr. here in front of you. Do you go to the left on the path where Sabrina Jr. never goes on any social media platform ever until they're 18, or to the right where they go just like every other young kid through of social media?
I'm going hard right, like 7-year-old influencer hard right.
You're going Lil Tay?
Yeah.
Full on Lil Tay, stacks of cash.
Except,
and,
that end part where everybody thought Lil Tay was dead, and then we don't really know what's going on with Lil Tay. Don't know. It's interesting.
Pretty tough thing
we
to
lost
do.
Sean
we
again,
lost
did we?
him again.
Oh my
Am I
gosh.
back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we
we're
go.
back, baby.
Here we go.
But the
You
way
guys-
that sometimes it times out, it's like you're mad at us, and we're like, we said something wrong.
You guys, can you tap on the modem over there? All right, like
I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in.
that's what fixes it every single time. D'Alessandro TV on YouTube says, is YouTube considered social media? Absolutely it is, right? YouTube is a platform where even though the content is video based, you can comment with other people and interact with other people in your area or all over the world based on your account and your, whatever, your activity on the platform. So all of that would be considered social media. It's not just like TikTok is social media and that's that. The reason I say all of this is because we had this hearing this week, and you had all the tech executives up there. You had the lady from X.com/Twitter. You had Mark Zuckerberg. By the way, the lady from X got really a clean slate from all the congressmen because they didn't care about grilling her. You know why?
Because
Elon
Elon wasn't there?
Exactly.
Why didn't he go? I mean,
He
with
didn't
how
go.
active he is online, and he has to have a say in everything, essentially, and troll, he doesn't show up.
Because conveniently, he is not the chief executive officer of that platform.
Right.
Even though everybody knows he's the guy pulling the levers, making the decisions, he's not the CEO in title.
Well, kind of a smart move there, Musk.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to go when they call the executives over to Capitol Hill to grill them for this stunt. That's what it is, basically a stunt. So she goes up there. They're like, you're not famous enough, and you're not the TikTok guy. The TikTok guy, they grill, are you sure you're not from China? You're definitely sure you're not from China? You're totally. And he's like, I'm Singaporean, for God's sake. And they really want to make him Red Scare Mr. China. The woman from X, they only asked like a couple of questions. She skated through. Why? Because she's not as famous as Mark Zuckerberg. They want to say Zuckerberg kills people, right? That's what they want to do. And Twitter goes, yeah, only 2% or whatever of our users are under the age of 18, which is a number I don't buy. So they kind of say, we don't have a lot of kids on our platform. Like there's a ton of kids on Facebook. Only reason there's a decent amount of kids on Facebook is because there's so many people still on Facebook. It's still the biggest platform, even though you think it's a boomer territory. So Zuckerberg's up there. Josh Hawley does the whole thing where he grills him, and he goes, what about those families back there? And behind Zuckerberg is families of people who are in activist groups where they campaign to hold social media responsible for, in some cases, the death of their children. The death of their children is due to various things. It depends on what parent you're talking about, but they hold the platforms accountable for their children's deaths, and they hold Mark Zuckerberg accountable. And so Mark Zuckerberg stands up, turns around, and he apologizes to his credit, because what's he going to do? When he said, will you apologize to the families right now? What's he going to do? No. I mean, kind of base, but he would never do that because he's the CEO of this giant corporation. So, of course, he's going to stand up and say, I'm so sorry about all you've gone through. I'm sorry what happened to your loved ones. I really, truly feel for you. And then when he sits down, what happens? Does Josh Hawley go, hey, good for you for doing that. You did a good job there. And we're going to forgive you now, and we'll go on to questioning the next person. Maybe we'll question the Twitter person. No. No one cares. No one cares after you apologize.
Wasn't even listening for it.
He wants to go. No, he does. He wants to go for the next win, right? And here, that's what he does. Let's listen in. Here he goes.
Senator, I view my job and the job of our company as building the best tools that we can to keep our community safe.
Well, you're failing at that.
Well, Senator, we're doing an industry-leading effort. We build AI tools
nonsense. Your product is killing people. Will you personally commit to compensating the victims? You're a billionaire. Will you commit to compensating the victims? Will you set up a compensation fund?
By the way, this jackass on his high horse, what contributes to more bad things in the world, much less the United States of America? Social media? Yes, it's got bad stuff. It's got all the bad things. But you know what a big part of the bad stuff is? The political nonsense, the propaganda coming from people who are the very same people asking these questions to the platforms. The politicians who divide and conquer the United States of America and even the world with these platforms. They are the very source of the venom, and they're going after the snake, blaming the snake. It's just ridiculous to me that they would do this, but that's what they do. They go up there and they want to make a viral video. They are the ones responsible for a lot of the terrible things going on. But it's Mark Zuckerberg's fault. You're a billionaire. Pay for it.
I think these are
with your money.
Senator, these are complicated
issues. No, that's not a complicated question, though. That's
Senator,
a yes or no. Will you set up a victims compensation fund with your money, the money you made on these families sitting behind you? Yes.
Mm-hmm. What is behind him?
I think it's from it's actually there, isn't it? It's there. It's physically there.
It looks. There's something awkward about the lighting. It looks like it was copy pasted in there with like MS Paint somehow.
It does.
It's
real.
It does not look real. And he's sitting right next to the guy that was obsessed with China, Mr. Cotton's to his right.
Oh, is he? Okay, and you got Ted Cruz there too. It's an email, and it says subject: gap in our understanding of harm and bad experiences.
But is it a screen?
No, it's a big printed out thing, like a display
board. Why is it so bright?
Taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, we got the best lights, folks. We got the best lights you could ask for.
It has a backlight to it, absolutely.
Probably. And so they're grilling him, and now he's like, not only did you apologize, but you're going to pay with your own money for what happened to these people.
No. Senator, I don't think that's my job is to
sounds like a no.
Good tools.
Sounds like a no.
Sounds like a no.
Make sure that
your job is to be responsible for what your company has done. You've made billions of dollars on the people sitting behind them. You here.
God.
You've done nothing to help them. You've done nothing to compensate them. You've done nothing to put it right.
First of all, that's just inarguably not true. He hasn't made billions of dollars off the people behind him. He's made billions of dollars off of all of the billions of people who use the platforms under his company.
And the advertisers who wanted our data.
Including politicians who have campaigns and advertise heavily on the platform.
Speaking of, is this gentleman who's so passionate about it, is he running at all? Is he going to have an election coming up? I'm very curious if he's going to utilize social media in order to get his name out there. To the
I don't know, but I would almost guarantee you that because almost every political campaign right now uses social media advertising, whether it's X or Twitter or Facebook or any of the platforms, they all do this, and they're part of this whole system. All right, to the spicier take. The parents of the folks who say they were injured by social media or they died because of exposure to social media, suicide or otherwise, they all afterwards, in various media appearances, made it clear that they thought Mark Zuckerberg's apology was hollow anyhow, right? It's hollow. He didn't mean it. Doesn't do anything. Again.
Well, I mean, oh my gosh, how sincere of an apology are you going to be able to give when you're being forced in front of a crowd of people, like incessantly by some asshole, just to say it, just to, you're basically saying it to get him off your back. Of course it's going to be hollow.
Yeah, it's rock and hard place. You're not going to win or lose. You're not going to win. You're automatically going to lose no matter what you do here. But what I think about this, when I think about these parents, one of them in particular, they're kind of bulletproof, right? Nobody wants to say anything about the parents because they had a child that died. And that's literally the worst thing that can happen to somebody. To have your child die before you, to bury your child before you die. And what do people do after that happens? You think about how to move going forward. You think of who you could blame for this. And I'm just saying, if you have an 11-year-old, like one of these women, the most prominent woman that was at this event, right behind Mark Zuckerberg, if you have an 11-year-old who is so addicted to social media that they ended up taking their own life, it's not just TikTok's fault. It's not just Mark Zuckerberg's fault. You as a parent are responsible for the amount of time your child is spending online when they're a kid. Okay?
Correct. They're like, they threw such a fit when I took it away from them. Like that, I believe, falls under parenting.
And you as a parent are responsible for exactly what Sabrina said earlier, which is teaching your kids what's real and what's not real on social media, teaching your kids what's harmful and what's not harmful on social media, and teaching them to be prepared for life where there's all these negative influences coming at them, to be as tough as it takes to get through a day. And you can't just turn it around and say, Zuckerberg killed my kid. That is not a fair way to assess what's happening. I understand it as a human. I understand if your child dies by taking their own life at 11, the world is very tough, and it seems hard to comprehend how that would happen, how that can happen in a fair and just world, right? I understand that reaction of wanting to blame somebody, but this is far more complex than that. It's not just a social media problem that we have. It's a lot more to it than that. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. You apologize? Got nothing out of it. I don't think he didn't get a win.
It was an empty apology, Mark.
Now, on to the guy with China.
God, I hate those congressmen. I hate both of the people that we played today on the show. It's so phony. And you know what they do? They do this whole thing where they're like, you're killing people. Pay for a fund for all these parents with your own money. You made billions of dollars off them. And then they walk out and they go on their phones and they go on those very same social media platforms. Like the height of hypocrisy on display here. Jesus. Okay. To you when we come back.
I wish Zuckerberg had a secret button that could just make everybody in the room that has the Facebook app installed make their phones ring.
Right.
Just to show, all right, well, let's see how many of you guys currently have my app right now.
Or just be able to see how much time they've been on the platform.
Oh, yeah. Show your screen sharing report that iPhone sends around.
Right. And they'll all be like, well, it was research. I was doing research for this. Okay, we want to hear from you. We'll get to those dispatches in just a moment.
That Celsius is hitting, isn't it?
I'm a little burpy, but I otherwise, my heart's racing too. But otherwise, I don't feel great. I'm going to be honest.
I could see your sweat.
But I keep drinking it because I've started, and I got to finish things. We'll get to you next. Plus, there is a diaper spa we need to talk about.
What?
Why? Well, you'll see.
I'm all ears.
That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for this afternoon. Alafaya Trail westbound before Range Line Road. The right lane is blocked. Semorin Boulevard northbound at La Vista Boulevard. The left lane is blocked. And authorities are clearing up an accident causing delays eastbound and westbound on Sand Lake Road at John Young Parkway. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Get the appliances you need right away at Lowe's. Explore the largest assortment of brands you trust in-store or online at the best values. Plus, take advantage of their everyday financing offers. Lowe's knows home improvement, subject to credit approval.
Real Radio wants to provide the assist on your holiday bills by putting $1,000 in your hand. $1,000 13 times a day. You know the drill. Just listen for the keyword to win $1,000 each hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio.fm. Whether you do that on your phone or your computer, we don't care. What we do care about is that you answer the phone from a number that will probably say no caller ID when they call back the winner, because that's how you get $1,000 in your hand. This contest sponsored locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to 1.5 years to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. But you must be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Ugh, PB&J again.
Moms, you've got a lot on your mind. Packing a lunch shouldn't be stressful. FreshFromFlorida.com can help. They have plenty of quick, delicious lunch and snack ideas to freshen up lunchtime. Simply look for the Fresh from Florida logo where you shop for locally grown, in-season fruits and veggies to please even the pickiest eater.
PB&J again. With Florida strawberries? Thanks, Mom.
Packing lunches has never been easier. Fresh from Florida, there's sunshine in every bite.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
A Fifth Third Better means we put in 166.7%.
What does that mean?
Well, at Fifth Third Bank, our name equals 166.7%. So that's how hard we work. That means free checking, no hidden fees, and helping to protect your identity.
Explain it in baseball terms?
It's a home run.
Basketball terms?
It's a slam dunk.
Football.
Touchdown.
Highlight?
Buzzball.
Cricket.
Golden duck.
Wow. Guess that really is a Fifth Third Better.
That's what a Fifth Third Better means. This is banking a Fifth Third Better. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member FDIC.
This week at Target, you'll find great deals for everyone. Save 25% on delicious treats from Favorite Day, like seasonal cookies, candy, and more with Target Circle. Prep for your spring getaway with 30% off swim for the whole family, or save 50% on the Sur La Table 5-quart air fryer. And discover great pet deals at Target. Right now, save 20% on Fresh Step or Up and Up cat litter. Check back each week for more new ways to save. But hurry, these deals end Saturday, so it's time for a Target run. Restrictions apply. See Target.com for details.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Because you're never too old to learn something stupid. This is the News Junkie.
TikTok, perhaps a cat. Any other social media platform should restrict anybody under 17, but parents need to take responsibility for their kids and be more involved in what their kids are doing or watching, says Felix. I think that it's a reality of the world that these social media platforms exist, right? Like, when we were younger, we used these, everybody who's of a certain age, you use the earlier ones, the MySpaces of the world. And it's only going to continue to grow from there moving forward. You're not going to be able to change this and shut down social media as much as some people who are decelerationist would like to. It's just not going to happen. It's not a realistic way to view the world. And these kind of freakouts have happened throughout time. It's funny to me to go back, and I know this is a weirdo me thing, but I'll go back and look at old newspapers sometimes in the archives, and you can see when things like the telephone started becoming more popular. They were like, this is dangerous. This is going to be bad for kids out there. The telephone is poisoning kids' minds. Those kind of things were common. When the car first came out, when the automobile first came out, they were like, whew, this is super dangerous. We should go back to just horses and buggies. And
that was big horse and buggy talking, though.
It was. Yeah. They're trying to shut down the new thing. And this is just how evolution works and how we progress through life. And it's very much dependent on how you view the world. Like, I saw a photograph this morning, and it was touching. It was from
this photograph. I know. You wait for it.
It was from a Facebook group, and it was like down in Sabrina's old neck of the woods in Miami. And I believe it showed Sunrise Beach, like that area.
Swap shop area?
Kind of, yeah, but like it showed the beach, and it showed what it looked like in 1940 or 1950. and it was flat, and there was a lot of woods and dense vegetation still. There was no skyscrapers, and then it showed what it looked like in 2024. Big buildings everywhere, huge skyscrapers. And people in the comments were going, it's amazing what progress can do over time. It's amazing. But a lot of people were like, progress? That doesn't look like progress to me. Those were the good old days. So you have basically two views of life. The accelerationists, the ones who go, build bigger, build better, invent new stuff, give me all the cool new things. The hovercrafts, the flying cars, I want it all, baby. Those folks, the people into holograms and stuff, and the people who are like, whoa, 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 slow things down here. Used to be better back in my day. The Unabomber was right. We need to get away from this technological advance we're on. It's all the ills of the world. I do think the Unabomber was right, unironically. The Unabomber's manifesto is one of the most well-written takes on the future that I've ever read in my entire life. And Ted Kaczynski was an absolute genius. 100% one of the smartest people that ever lived. Well, he really wasn't, in a way. He wasn't.
He get caught because he eventually just they weren't what was it? That he he revealed himself because
he got caught based on
shut my stupid mouth.
No, his brother. He would write his brother letters, and the writing style was similar to the manifesto.
Yeah.
And it was really hard to catch him.
He demanded that I think the New York Times publish his manifesto, and when they did, a relative saw his writing style and was like, "Oh, I know somebody who talks like that," and not many people talk like that. Touched his shed one time, touched the Unabomber's shed.
That's weird.
Big moment in my life.
Was there a line of people waiting to touch the shed, or
no? The line wasn't very big because it was at the museum, which shut down. Right. Yeah, and it was selling new shirts, which were 100% a ripoff of the logo of this show. And to them,
you shut it down, man.
No, I didn't. No, I don't have my power level is lower than I thought it was. I want to tell you about a person who just went on a journey, and it's a journey that not many people go through and live. This woman was hanging out, and she decided to take out the garbage, take out the trash, as we all do. While throwing out her garbage, said woman fell into a dumpster, and the trash truck, the garbage truck, arrived, and the dumpster goes up. She's in the dumpster, right?
Yeah.
The dumpster goes up and dumps into the garbage truck, and the compactor goes. And the woman survived being compacted in the garbage truck. As this started happening, neighbors heard her screaming, and there was a camera. I guess the garbage trucks now have a camera in the back where all the trash is. So they can see
many people.
Trash.
Oh, okay. I figured if a bunch of people have been killed by it, they finally put that system in.
No, you're not wrong. There has been not a lot, but there's been a number of people that have been killed like this, which led to them saying, let's put a camera back there.
I wonder if they also have those, because I know that it doesn't happen often, but I've heard of people getting cited by the trash people for putting non-recyclable materials in their recycle bin. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if they dump a bin and then they look at the camera and they're like, oh, this guy thinks he's clever. Put a bunch of trash in here.
Pizza boxes are a no-no. We don't recycle these. Oh, they don't really recycle much of anything, but that's another story. They said, luckily neighbors heard her screams, and the trash compartment was equipped with a camera. The driver spotted the woman stuck inside and called 911. By then, the driver had reportedly compacted the garbage up to 4 times. So the garbage truck driver's like, compacts it. Let's do it again. 4 times he hits the compactor. Rescuers used a basket ladder to reach the top of the truck and lift her out. By then, she was standing, talking, and yelling, but was not alert enough to answer questions from them. They took her to a hospital, and they did not release her name. In my 32 years, I've never seen anything like this in my entire career, says Battalion Chief Baud Bodette. It's alarming because you don't really think it's true. But this woman survived being squished by the dump truck, or the garbage truck in this case. Real quick, a place that perhaps C-Lane will want to visit. It sounds like a spot that you would want to go to, the Diaper Spa.
All right.
You have a newborn. Jackson is a little kid.
Very familiar with diapers right now.
He wears diapers. Diapers are expensive. Diapers still expensive, right, these days?
Yeah. We're right now we're on Kirkland brand diapers, so we can buy them in bulk.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. You got to do it that way because the kids will keep going through them, and parenting is expensive. You got to find all the deals you can.
I don't think I know what we're spending in diapers, but in formula, I think we're up to like $50 a week.
How much is one thing of formula these days?
$50.
Oh my God! For one of those, that's why they steal them so much, huh?
We buy the biggest ones.
Yeah, it's like a huge container, right? Like a good sized thing that you make. That's expensive. But this diaper spa is a little bit different, C-Lane. So maybe you'll back out of your idea to visit there. A new spa catering to diaper wearing adults who want to role play as young children has opened in a small town in New Hampshire.
And I'm out.
The Diaper Spa in Atkinson, New Hampshire, is an age play friendly adult diaper spa to nurture and pamper all diaper lovers and enthusiasts in richly immersive experiences.
I don't know about that.
Let's see if they have a website. Can we?
Sure.
Hold on. I got to find the name of it. They said the spa is a safe and judgment-free zone for visitors to pamper, I get it, themselves with snacks, playtime, story time, nap time, cuddle time, changing time, coloring, nursery rhymes, and sing-alongs. There it is. What's
Diaper
the
B&B.
name? And it doesn't have a name. Oh, the Diaper Spa. Okay, that's what it's called. The Diaper Spa.
Talking about the one in New Hampshire,
Atkinson.
right?
Yeah. Do they have a website?
So all I'm seeing right now is Diaper B&B. Am I thinking? Is there multiple places? I'm sure.
Well, if that's in the same place, if that's in Atkinson, New Hampshire, I would assume that's the spa.
Let's see, Diaper B&B.
All I can find is articles about the diaper spa right now.
I'd also like
good
some
marketing.
reviews. Yeah, if they have reviews, that would be interesting too. Services advertised include an adult baby diaper lover nursery spa at $300 an hour. My God. Virtual play dates at $200 an hour for a virtual play date.
Like, you're changing them? Are these adults defecating themselves?
Sometimes. Some of them are into that.
Disgusting, man.
An all-day premier spa experience for the little one inside of you for $1,500 if you're interested.
All right, I got it. Diaperspa.com.
No, is it really?
Yep.
Wow.
I'll send it to you now.
They got the #1 URL for this. Good for them. Now, I am always a proponent, if nobody's really being hurt by anything like this, let consenting adults do consenting adult things.
We can talk.
I wonder, in a place as small as I assume Atkinson, New Hampshire is, do they really have enough people who would be interested in going to a diaper spa there? Or
I mean, this feels like a destination thing. Like, once this story gets out, people will go visit and know that it's a judgment-free zone and maybe leave the state and hope they never run into anybody.
I thought maybe it was more expensive because the amount of people that feel comfortable going to a place like this would not be a huge market. So they have to kind of get the money where they can.
Well, they also, according to the services here, it's not just going there. You can, of course, have your nursery spa care for an hour. But you also get a virtual play date and Zoom call with the doctor. So you can do that right from home. Live telephone call with the doc. 1 hour, $150. How about texting with the doctor? All right. It's an exclusive service. You can communicate for personalized nurturing care and support. That is for 1 hour, $100.
This sounds like OnlyFans.
Also get life coaching, and you get your 24-hour, $1,500 diaper B&B. Now, we have here an option for 30 minutes. Talk to Doc Murphy, Diaper Doctor, for absolutely free.
Wow.
Should I book it for the show?
We should talk to them. Can you send an interview request to them? I would love to speak to them about this. It's unironically, not going to lie, a genius business idea because everything's very expensive. And I recall back in my day, I was on AOL Instant Messenger. And I was discovering all the chat rooms that they had on AOL actually at the time. And they had digital cities, which was kind of a big thing. So you go to digital cities, and if you were in Dallas, it would be digital cities Dallas. Rochester would be digital cities Rochester. You get it.
I sort of remember that.
It was a popular thing. There were lots of people in these chat rooms. But people would talk about other chat rooms, and somebody said there's an adult babies chat room, and I said that's ridiculous.
I'm gonna try it.
I clicked it, and I saw there was all of these people who are into this adult babies thing. So it's obviously got some sort of audience. And
wasn't there a role-playing thing where everybody was ants?
Yes, but that seems less, less
Sexual.
weird. Yeah, less sexual at the very least. I'm looking inside this place, by the way, on the website Sabrina sent. It's like a nursery, but with full-size beds. There's like furniture for babies, but, real big for adults. I'll put this up on See It Now over on the newsjunkie.com so you can take a peek.
There is a change.org petition that is very much against the diaper spa. It was started on January 28th, and then they marked themselves victorious. I don't know why they marked themselves victorious.
Yeah.
But it says, we, the concerned residents of Atkinson, are writing this petition to urgently bring to your attention serious issues surrounding the operations of the diaper spa. We feel compelled to voice our collective concern and dissatisfaction regarding potential incidents that pose a threat to the safety and well-being of our community members, particularly our children.
Oh, because I think they're all pedos. That's what it is. Yeah.
It has come to our attention that this business is advertised to individuals whose sexual fetish involves childlike behaviors. This business, per their website, has advertised our town playground to their potential clientele. Thus, sexual fetish will involve the town park where our children play. Does it say anything on the website about having like a little play date at the town playground?
FAQs.
Not that I've seen.
Who was welcome? What was the visit like?
I looked just briefly and didn't see anything, but there's a bunch to the website. Like, it's a nice full-fledged website that they have. I don't know what the crossover is there between people who are like actually sexually into kids and people who want to pretend to be babies. Usually what I've seen was people who want to be babies and they want an actual adult to care for them.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. What'd you find, Sabrina?
I don't know. The FAQs is a deep dive as well.
It's weird.
Yeah.
So it's in light of these concerns, we urgently request the town reject any business and zoning licenses and applications for this business. And it says on the website, services include the Little Friends Play Date, a premier spa service that offers a professional and nurturing environment for you and a little friend to engage in imaginative play, blah, blah, blah. This vague description, including little friend, is alarming to us as a concerned citizen. They had 500 people sign it, and then they go, victory. After much reflection, I've completed the petition. It was to voice our dissatisfaction, and our voice is out there. You can claim victory 2 days later after 500 people. It's
500
stupid.
people.
Yeah, victory. Nothing stopped. It's still going. What do you think about this? Would you allow that in your neighborhood? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your dispatch right now. When we return, a couple says, yeah, sure, it looks like we're rich, but life is much harder than you would imagine it to be. What's going on? How much money does it take to actually be living the rich life? We'll dive in deep. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
What is everybody on that this is the look?
What do you mean, like the scrunchies around their legs?
Big old hair scrunchies, mom jeans. It's like, it's just bad.
Man, you don't know what you're talking about.
man.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I'm getting all horny just thinking about it.
Okay.
You're listening to the Monsters in the Morning.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect heavy delays. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound near County Road 470, exit 296. The right lane is blocked. There's slowdowns due to an accident on Severin Boulevard northbound at La Vista Boulevard. And you can expect your regular delays on I-4 eastbound before the bend. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Amtrak.
Visit new and exciting places across the U.S. on Amtrak. It isn't just about the destination. It's about the journey. Without busy airports or cramped car rides. With no middle seats, extra legroom, and first-class private rooms. New adventures are just an Amtrak away. Book now at Amtrak.com.
Don't miss the boat, my friends. Compare your quote today with That Mortgage Guy Don. That Mortgage Guy Don, president of Happy Home Mortgage Brokerage and host of the Home Loans Radio Show, he is here for you and has been there for many people. As a matter of fact, he has over 250 five-star Google reviews and 1,100 reviews at experience.com. So very safe to say that Don knows what he's doing. And I can say with full confidence that he's looking out for you. He has your best interest in mind. And that's very important considering that chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table. So let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com and get a free fast quote review. Hit the compare button and Don will review your quote today. Now, that mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker. He's not a corner bank or a retail lender, and that means he has direct access to wholesale lenders that consumers do not. Wholesale lenders that are competing for your business. So start the process today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
My best dad tip, okay, one time our power went out and we couldn't watch TV or play video games or whatever, but we still had the best time pulling out flashlights and building a fort in their room, telling stories. So last week, I just turned off the main breaker and yelled, "Power's out!" I mean, why wait for a storm? Just make the fun part happen yourself. I mean, you can do it tonight.
Dads, try this idea or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Explore bizarre tales in the Very Special Episodes podcast hosted by Dana Schwartz and friends. Every Wednesday, they'll tackle a new stranger-than-fiction story, like NASA agents cracking down on a black market moon rock trade, a poison Titanic cast, and Mark Twain's pivotal bar fight. New from iHeart Podcasts.
That is every single one of these episodes. It is the fodder for you to say, I heard the craziest story on this podcast.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
We all make resolutions this time of year. And let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. Navage. Navage provides quick drug nasal relief by washing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. This time of year, when everyone is sick, Navage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And unlike medications that can take time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage helps treat congestion symptoms in seconds flat, without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at AbacusPays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at AbacusPays.com.
Everyone understands that when you buy more, you should pay less. It's called a volume discount. Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window, and we would like to make and install your windows. New South offers volume discounts for homeowners. The more you buy, the more you save. Our discounts start at the fourth window, and from there, the savings grow. New South can do this because we own our factory, and that's the power of Factory Direct. Award-winning, energy-efficient windows that will save you money and protect your home. Our windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers, and we guarantee them for life. Visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
The Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Looking to hire the right employee? Find them at the Florida Jobs Now job fair, FLJobsNow.com for more info.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
From 1 Celsius? That's all it takes. You guys used to drink like 2 sugar-free Red Bulls a day.
I know. Yeah. I don't know how we did it back then, but and again, we were much younger.
Courtney also thinks I'm very weird because if I have the iced coffee, I go, whoa, like I'm all fired up. My heart's beating 900 miles an hour. And she's like, I don't get anything out of it. Like she drinks a coffee, it doesn't feel any different afterwards. Like she's got like zoomies or anything. Human zoomies, I guess.
I love the idea of that, just running around the yard.
Running around. That's because you are not used to ingesting a lot of caffeine, whereas probably for Courtney, she doesn't notice how the caffeine makes her feel, but she notices how she feels when she doesn't have it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got to get back to normal, kind of, is what you're chasing.
I had, when I would go out a lot, I would drink a lot of like Red Bull vodkas. I don't have those nearly as much anymore as I used to, but like if I was out and hanging out at the bar, Red Bull vodkas. And then one time, some listeners invited me to this concert where they had a box, and there was booze, liquor there.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, but there's no Red Bulls. And I was like, I should have
walked out.
What the hell, man?
So you got mad and walked out.
I flipped a table and I said, you invite me to the box with no Red? No. And I was like, there were people drinking, like, I was kind of scanning the room. They were drinking like the vodka, and I was like, all right, I won't take vodka away from these people. I'll have some gin and tonics.
Yeah?
I don't remember much of that concert, man. I got to tell you, I'm sure Mumford & Sons were really, really good.
Right.
But whoa, buddy.
I do remember that one, too. And then I looked around like, where is C-Lane?
Asleep at Finn's?
No, you were somehow on the floor. I saw you, like, the guy was like, he did the thing where he's not on stage anymore, but he's in the back of the stadium, and he's singing to everybody, and then I just see C-Lane like, yeah.
On the ground? Okay.
How did you make it there, man?
Lee Road on YouTube says, is 1 Celsius really getting Wasson fired up? It is, man. I don't know. These are good, though. Not a sponsor. Though Celsius, I will take your money. The Tropical Vibe, Sparkling Starfruit Pineapple Edition. Woof!
What did Celsius get sued for recently?
Because it gave people heart attacks, I believe.
Oh, no, did it?
I think they were under fire because it had the same amount of caffeine, sort of like those Panera drinks that were killing everybody.
Oh, no, that sounds bad.
I only knew about them because my friend is a runner and in a running club, and from what I understand, this is the go-to for the runners. Because they chug it, Sean, and they use that energy out by running. You're just sitting there, so I am worried about your blood pressure.
I'm not moving anywhere, and I already drank all of this. No. And I just looked at the nutrition facts, and a bunch of stuff is like 1,000% of your daily intake.
That's vitamins, because you pee out most of your vitamins.
Biotin, 1,000% of your daily intake of that.
Biotin?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. It helps you with your hair, right?
In nails, so I'll be good for that. But I mean, I might
you do
die.
love to scratch.
I like it. It's good stuff.
Okay,
But,
before the correction, please come out. The Celsius lawsuit had nothing to do with the amount of caffeine.
I apologize. I retract that statement.
Oh, I just made a false statement just on purpose to get Sean's BPMs up.
Hold on. Poor Michael. He had sent me a new retraction, and yeah.
You lost it?
Oh, no. Here it is. Ready? And...
Retraction.
I like that.
So,
do that
thank you,
again.
Michael.
I like that whirl noise.
Yeah, it's probably that Celsius kicking in.
Retraction.
That's
good. I just died in Mario here, though.
I have a story that I wanted to talk to you guys about.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, you might actually not want to hear it.
Oh, what?
Because we're just on the precipice of the next episode, and I didn't want to take it away from you if you were planning on doing this story.
Like you did with Creed EDM?
Well, if I wouldn't have done that, I probably wouldn't have cared, because one doesn't seem that bad. But if I steal two before the next episode, then I feel like
That would be rude.
I've done something wrong. I feel bad.
Can you give me some hints, and I can just be like, don't do it?
It's about the SNL movie.
Oh, no, go for it.
Okay, good. All right, because I wanted to ask you guys a couple of things about this. Now, were you guys aware they're working on a movie that's going to document the beginning of SNL, Saturday Night Live, being a thing?
Like a biopic?
Kind of.
Sort of. About if you could do a biopic for a show.
Mm-hmm.
It was when I was pulling stories for the next episode while Sabrina was gone, and I saw one about they've begun casting some of the people. And, and I didn't read much into it because I was like, nobody's really talking about this movie just yet.
Yeah, Gabriel LaBelle, I don't know who that is going to be playing Lorne Michaels in the SNL 1975 movie. And now they're locking in on more. And I don't know who this guy is, but this is an important role, I would imagine. In the role of John Belushi over on the SNL movie, it's a guy named Matt Wood. Have you heard of Matt Wood?
Matt? I feel like I have, but I need to see his face.
I am not familiar with him.
He is not the Canadian collegiate ice hockey winger.
No, that's what I just brought up too. I'm trying to. Okay, now I see him. He looks like vaguely like John Belushi. I've got the photo comparison in front of me here.
Newbie. Oh, yeah. I love Lamorne Morris.
Find
from New Girl.
Sean, find the Vanity Fair article about this. They have side-by-sides for a lot of the cast
do they?
here. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
They've done all the work for us.
Thank you, Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, SNL, 1975. Okay, I'll bring that up here in a second. But when I looked at this, I said, you're going to have to get it pretty damn close to the people who are playing these roles, because otherwise I'm just not going to really believe it that much. You got to find somebody who looks like Chevy Chase. You got to find, okay, here's the Lorne Michaels guy, for those of you on YouTube and twitch.tv/the News Junkie. This guy is playing Lorne Michaels, Gabrielle
I could see
LaBelle.
it with the makeup and all
Yeah,
that. They're going to nail
It's not too
it.
bad.
Even,
That's not too bad.
Even the four that I'm seeing on Deadline's report, where they show the images below them, I think that they're going to do a great job. Even the John Belushi guy.
Dan Aykroyd will be played by a guy named Dylan O'Brien, who doesn't look like him in his acting photo because he has like a beard and a mustache
He
and all that.
looks so familiar. What is he from?
I don't recognize. Teen Wolf? Did you watch that?
No.
And Taylor Swift's movie? I didn't know that was a thing. A Pony Boy, some movie that he was into. And yeah,
Maze Runner.
Amazing. Oh, was he from that?
This thing here, Lamorne Morris, who is from New Girl, and who is hilarious, as Garrett Morris, I don't think they look very much alike, except for the one thing,
They're black?
Yeah.
Both of them are black? Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he doesn't look not. If he got rid of the beard and he put that hat on, he might be able to pull it off.
I don't think he looks black enough.
No, they definitely look different. The Gilda Radner.
Why are you clutching your pearls, Sabrina? This is real things people talk about.
I don't have pearls, and I mean, as far as like black enough, I certainly think that he's black enough. If you're just using that photo, there are many photos in which their, I guess, skin tone would match. I guess, and then think about like when that picture on the right was taken of the original actor and Lorne Michaels, or what's his name?
Garrett Morris is this particular person in the SNL.
The actor who's playing him. I'm blanking now.
Lamorne Morris. Weird. He's got the same damn last name even as the guy.
Seems like that works out perfectly.
Lamar Morris and Garrett Morris. Yeah, but C-Lane's right. I mean, it's just obviously he's a different skin color than the guy he's playing. But you could do that. It doesn't really matter that much. As long as they pull off mannerisms and they look like the person enough. The guy playing Chevy Chase, to me, doesn't look much like Chevy Chase. Corey Michael Smith is the actor's name who's playing this part. Take a look at this, C-Lane. I
mean, they're going to have to change his hair. Mm-hmm. That's going to be about getting that haircut right, that Chevy Chase hair that he had in the 70s there.
A pumpkin pie, haircutted freak look.
If you scroll up a little bit, they have Ella Hunt, who I'm not very familiar with, playing Gilda Radner. For her, it's going to be nailing Gilda Radner's delivery and like her cadence and her voices.
Yeah.
Because it's not so much about looking like her. I mean, they're going to have to just let her hair down and let her do the Gilda thing. But I think nailing Gilda would be more about, I mean, it sounds like a porno.
That's my autobiography.
It would be more about the performance than anything, I would assume.
A lot of young people don't know the name Gilda Radner, but she was a huge force.
She was fantastic.
Early SNL, she was like one of the big stars of that.
She had her movie Gilda Live that it was like some of her old Saturday Night Live bits plus like a bunch of other stuff that she threw in there. And she sang some stupid song that was like a love song to saccharin, the sugar substitute. And that thing used to get stuck in my head like a son of a bitch. It was a dumb little skit, and I would just walk around singing it like an idiot.
Yeah, and all this is kind of based on the book that I've told you about before. If you have never read this book, it's worth watching. If you're into reading and SNL, it's like the perfect thing, man. And I think it's called Live from New York, but I'm not sure. It's the big, like, behind the scenes of the beginning of SNL and through most of the different decades of SNL. It's really, really good.
I mean, a lot of these people also were kind of poached from National Lampoon.
Right.
So a lot of these characters also showed up in the movie, the biopic that was about the dude that started National Lampoon that fell off a cliff but maybe jumped.
I don't know.
That's what it sounded like.
I'm going to put this up on See It Now since it's so visual and we're talking about this right now. We'll pop that up over at thenewsjunkie.com. Look in the See It Now section so you can see the people who are playing the folks from SNL. When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Well, guess what? A new holy war is a-brewing, my friends. Get ready for MAGA verse Taylor Swift fans.
Yeah.
That stupid button. Man got into the most magical place in the world for the price of a coffee by using the magic of hoarding. Oh, boy. Plus, are aliens going to invade the Super Bowl? You can bet on it. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
This is your midday weather forecast update from Fox 35. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Brooks Garner with your Fox 35 Central Florida forecast. And we got a couple of beautiful days ahead. Today included, the high about 68 degrees. For tomorrow, we'll warm up to 71 and then 74 on Saturday, but clouds on the increase leading to a rainy Sunday with some embedded thunderstorms. Sunday, a Fox 35 weather impact day. If you've got outdoor activities, you may get wet. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Stand Up to Cancer.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart. Uh-oh. She's looking at the cigarettes, but she just grabs the gum off the counter. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer. Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Are you all worked up and working too much? You know what y'all need? Y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to have fun. Y'all need some adventure. Why, y'all need Gatorland. How do we know? Ain't no one got more animals, more gators, or more fun than Gatorland. And now, Florida residents get what they need for less. With $17.50 admission now through the end of February. We know what y'all need. Y'all need Gatorland.
Not sure what's the best way to save for college? Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. For more than 35 years, we've helped Florida families successfully save for college. And now we've made it even more affordable to save with prepaid plans starting at just $34 a month. That's the lowest plan price in 10 years. Visit myfloridaprepaid.com and use our Easy Plan calculator to find the right plan for your family's budget and put your child on the path to less college debt. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Find your plan today.
Is that a horse?
Actually, it's a wild stallion. Since Navy Federal Credit Union's Platinum Card made it easier to tame our holiday debt, I wanted to see if I could tame something else.
Uh-huh.
Help me saddle up. I need to pick the kids up from school.
With a low intro APR on balance transfers, the Platinum Credit Card lets you take control of your debt. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/Platinum offer. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Insured by NCUA.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you are injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you and your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation and a regular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text MUSIC to 96551. Grab your phone and text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99. That's MUSIC to 96551. You heard right. Be one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551 and get 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
And beyond, and Nick on YouTube says, where can you find that EDM Creed song? I tweeted that out, the full version and the version of it live over on @TheNewsJunkie on X
Google it. Come on, man.
Twitter. You could find it over there @TheNewsJunkie on Twitter. Okay, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Sweet ass on that one.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Oh, no.
Smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Speaking of a sweet-ass deal, that's what he's going to do for you. He's going to make sure you find the best one when it comes to refinancing or perhaps buying your first dream home. Get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 60 years ago, 1964, Indiana Governor Matthew Welsh, a.k.a. Governor Funsucker, he declared the lyrics to this song right here.
Louie, Louie.
Louie is righty, righty. And he declared that those lyrics were pornographic. Just because he couldn't understand them at all. He called for a ban, rebellious type, those youths that we call Gen Zers now, made the sales skyrocket. And after investigation, the FCC concluded that the lyrics to Louie Louie were, quote, unintelligible at any speed.
Yeah. It's so true. When you listen to that song, it's like, round down, deedle, double, doodle,
It's like...
they ever confirm the lyrics?
I don't know. Huh. You can't tell anything that they're saying.
It's My Little Girl, and then if your cat walked across the keyboard, that's kind of what we're dealing with there.
All right. Louie. Now, what ended up being called a lot more pornographic than unintelligible lyrics was 20 years ago. Same day in history, my friends. 2004. This gal right here.
That's... Janet Jackson.
Oh, Janet Jackson is right. How'd you like that for those wearing headphones? And it was on this day that she exposed her bejeweled right nip. And she didn't expose it. It was Justin Timberlake's fault, but it was her that got all the shame.
It was both of them.
Yeah,
this was no surprise.
Who got the most heat? Who was blacklisted? Who became a platinum artist after that?
She got way more heat than him, but they both 1,000% knew what they were getting into there. It was genius, actually.
Just one nip. Yep, it coined the phrase wardrobe malfunction. Justin has since been forgiven, according to reports.
Then unforgiven.
He was unforgiven, and now he's doing, he's like really doubling down on those dance moves.
Which I think is also a Creed song.
What?
Unforgiven?
Find the EDM
Metallica.
remix.
Oh, Metallica.
Yeah.
Wow, points were moved. As for the game itself, nobody cares, but Tom Brady was named MVP, and also Tom Brady was in my dream the other night. I was in a throuple with Tom Brady.
Oh, my goodness.
It was very strange, yeah. Even stranger, we got the big game coming up, fellas.
Yeah.
Get your dollars ready, because we got some bets to prop. Or prop bet. Stop. We're going to prop those bets.
Let's get our bet on.
Let's do it.
Let's prop it.
It could be boring. Perhaps what color's the Gatorade bath going to be? Or who's going to win the coin toss? Or how about, are aliens going to invade the Super Bowl?
I'm listening.
Phone home. Apparently, a 0.1% chance that aliens will invade Las Vegas, leading the game ending in a tie, according to...
Who's going to bet on this?
I will do it. I will do it right now.
It's a long shot, but...
This is the prop bet offered by Bovada. And so you can make some big money on that one if you think the aliens will invade. There's another weird prop bet. The Chiefs win. Taylor accompanies the team to the White House, where she endorses President Biden, and then he sniffs her hair. 2% chance of that, according to the prop bet site. How about the Chiefs win? Travis and Taylor announced that they're expecting a baby. 4.8% likely. And then this one is, you think that the Niners will be leading at the half and then Usher will invite Taylor on stage during the halftime show where she performed Shake It Off, and the Chiefs come back to win the game.
Ooh.
You can bet on that. The answer, 0.4%. And then there's a normal one where either quarterback catches one of his own passes, 1.3%.
Quick update.
What's up?
I am freaking out over here, man.
What's going on?
Like that drink is just,
I mean, did I not go back to the tape, warn you about that? Why did you chug the whole thing? Maybe start with half a can next time, bud.
I sipped on it. I didn't really just chug the whole thing, but then Courtney came in and took a sip, so I felt like I had to protect it, and I drank the rest of it.
You know what you need right now? A bong rip to even it out.
I don't have one of those.
Or how about some more prop bets?
Yeah.
All right. Or if you want, while I talk, Sean, do a couple zoomies around the studio there.
I swear to God, I might.
They say, will Travis Kelce propose to Taylor Swift? That is a actually giant prop bet when it comes down to it.
I saw that as a prop bet, and I thought it was a little out there until I heard the one where they were going to announce they were having a baby. And I go, the proposal's a lot more likely.
And it has a bigger chance of it happening. 8%. Will Taylor be shown during the national anthem? 66.67% chance of this. Not surprising. Will the MVP of the game mention Taylor? Well, let's assume that it is Travis Kelce. 22% chance. And he has the fourth best odds of getting that honor. So he's behind in this order. Patrick Holmes, Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey. And then we have Kelce, and unfortunately, Taylor will not be available for the game.
Why not?
Because she's dead.
Got him. What Taylor has accomplished with no betting at all is she is topping the Billboard Power 100 list for the first time. They want to know.
Jennifer Lopez?
No, that's.
Who is
First
that?
of all, that's Eve. Second of all, I'm doing it just for the sake of who's the girl who did it?
Oh.
And it was Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift tops this year's Billboard Power 100 list. Sean, are you all right, man?
I am not.
Word, don't you have? I want to put a prop bet right now on what your heart rate is. I say 134.
I have a thing where I can measure it.
Let's do it.
It's got to be
Next
high
segment,
right now.
for sure.
I'm telling you. Wow.
All right, as we move along, I'm trying to go as fast as Sean's heart right now, and we'll continue on this Taylor train because why not? Over the past few weeks, according to Rolling Stone, people close to this guy's campaign, one of two.
Okay, totally.
Joe Biden?
Bing, bing, bong, bong, bing,
No.
bing, bing. You know what that is, right?
Yeah, you know.
Bong, bong.
Trump's campaign, they've discussed the possibility of Taylor Swift eventually endorsing Joe Biden, and Trump has responded by insisting he's way more popular and he has way more fans than Taylor Swift.
No.
Or you could be like, all right, let's see them receipts. But
What do we mean by popular? Does popular inherently mean that the person is liked? Because Taylor Swift is far more liked than President Trump.
I would agree.
But you can be famous or
former
infamous.
president.
But let's also
Yeah.
talk about who's making these claims. He also
Who's
said
that?
he was a better president than the
Abraham Lincoln for the black people, he said.
greatest
That's a
president
tough
of all
one.
time, of all the presidents. He reacted to the possibility of Biden and Swift teaming up against him this year, not with alarm, but with an instant projection of ego, ego, ego. Wait for my explosion. Thank you, Sean. Also privately claimed that he is more popular than Swift, more committed fans than she does. A person who is close to Trump in another source told Rolling Stone. Now, she has yet to endorse anyone for president, but she has spoken about her dislike for Trump in the past, and it
I'm
was
sure.
highlighted in her documentary that I watched.
Just for the record, here's the proof, right? Proof is in the pudding here. If Trump had to fill an auditorium or like an arena, he would maybe struggle to do that. Maybe he could pull it off. But Taylor Swift does it, and people pay thousands of dollars for the tickets. Okay?
Highest grossing music tour and highest grossing concert movie of all time, popular.
Mhm.
And then you have the MAGA people who,
He's got
they could
rabid
duplicate
supporters.
themselves,
Yeah, he's got very rabid supporters, but I think he's going up against the toughest person to go up against there.
He was also very mad that he wasn't Times Person of the Year. So it did hurt his little feelings. And I guess we shall see when this holy war begins. And finally, because time do be a flying, Justin Timberlake is a goddamn Liar.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
I don't know what he's doing, but he went on the Kelly Clarkson show and he said that there's more music coming. NSYNC is going to have some music. It might be on the way. He added that they've been in the studio recording, and then almost immediately afterwards, it was reported that NSYNC does not have any new music coming. What they do have is backing vocals. So Justin Timberlake, shut up, dude. And why don't you dad move your way out of here?
Man, very anti-Timberlake today.
I'm not a fan of his shenanigans, man.
What is it that you do not
slam
like about him?
He's just annoying, and I think is kind of was super rude to Janet and Brittany, and I hate his dance moves as of late. I think he's a cornball.
Okay.
And I rest my case. On the boob tube, don't have time to tell you, but you could use google.com. Has a lot of fun things. We have King from Queens, the Run DMC story. That's what I'll be watching for sure.
Ooh.
Just kidding, I won't, because I'll be in Sanford tonight performing stand-up comedy. If you want to hear the details or read them, go to my Instagram, @SabrinaAmbra, or you can follow your dreams and follow me on there. And most importantly, stay with me, man.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. My God, I'm freaking out over here a little bit.
Why don't you stand up? Do the old 90s jock thing.
Splash some water on your face. Super good.
Somebody said drink water. I've been trying to drink water. I didn't know. I honestly should not have a whole one of those. I know that's pathetic and very, very weak and
It's a lot
embarrassing.
for you, Bobby.
I don't get that much caffeine, I guess, because I am running like full speed ahead here. Quick break. When we come back, how much does it take to be rich? The couple I talked about who says they're having a really tough time living based on their $200,000 of income. We'll see what's going on with them. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
There's an accident off to the side on Florida's Turnpike. Travel with caution southbound near County Road 470. 2 left lanes are blocked on Maitland Boulevard westbound at Keene Road. Checking on I-4, there's bumper-to-bumper traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429. Watch out for delays there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
This earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassey's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
It's time for the 16th annual Fiddler's Green 5K run. Walk, run, even participate virtually. The event takes place on Saturday, February the 3rd at 7:30 in the morning, starting at Mead Garden and through the streets of Winter Park. And then the post-event gathering at Fiddler's Green Irish Pub. This year's 5K benefits Habitat for Humanity and SECO, Conductive Education Center for Orlando. Sign up now by visiting fiddlersgreen5k.org. That's fiddlersgreen5k.org. The 16th annual Fiddler's Green 5K. Saturday, February 3rd, through the streets of Winter Park. Don't miss the special race and post-event gathering at Fiddler's Green Irish Pub. For more information and sign up, visit fiddlersgreen5k.org.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, tells us about the advantages the speed of audio production affords their growing tech company.
At Moderna, we have a mindset saying that we pivot fearlessly. And I think with audio, you can pivot fearlessly. You can go where the news is and bringing in content that perhaps you didn't have a few weeks earlier. It's less 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance when you do a TVC. You're able to create really nimble content, which I think in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all, from national to local, every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company, iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
The check is good, the experience is smooth, and the reviews online are wonderful at GiveMeTheVin.com. They don't call us America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
Being a great dad doesn't require some fat wallet. I realized a simple stopwatch could make my kids' day better. I turned everything into a speed competition. Just time everything. How fast can they make their bed? How quickly can they fold 10 shirts? The weirder, the better. I once timed who could hug me the longest. They'll be excited if you're excited. Trust me.
Pull out a stopwatch or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey. Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series is where names are made. And at Daytona, those names are bringing a whole lot of smoke. Austin wants the smoke. Justin wants the smoke. Cole and Haley, give them all the smoke. There's plenty to go around, but remember, if you can smell the smoke, that means you're not the one making it. The NASCAR Xfinity Series at Daytona, February 17th. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
.com. I have a retraction I would like to toss out there. We have the retraction audio handy somewhere.
He likes the new one with the little whirly.
He really
does.
Give me 1 second here because I'm only allowed to use so many.
All right.
After a certain amount of time, here we go.
Fair enough.
Retraction.
Retraction.
Earlier in the program, I endorsed Celsius as a drink. Not a sponsor, just endorsed it because I said it was good. I would like to withdraw that endorsement.
Okay.
This is
quick.
This was a bad idea, and it's too much. It's got me like freaking out, and my heart is racing. Excuse me, my heart is racing.
Did you induce vomit?
No. I am just like worried about how my heart rate is and stuff, but we got to get on to a couple of things here, including this couple that they say they're making $200,000 a year.
Slow down, man. Slow down.
And don't screw with me here because I am going like 100 miles an hour.
What are you drinking now?
I put the Celsius down. I have water. I've been trying to drink that.
Get some
even
Fahrenheit.
myself out.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works. Hang on, let me see. I want to see how high my heart rate actually is before we get into the story.
I mean, I feel like the color is draining.
Can you see it?
You probably have to go like self-pleasure or something, right?
No,
No. I feel like that's a thing.
I'm not doing anything. I'm going to just try to get my heart to slow down a little bit here. All right, I got the machine going. It's taking my blood pressure and my heart rate. Bro. It's pretty cool. You know, it gets the job done. I like
it. It's a giant Apple Watch.
It does look like a huge Bobo Apple Watch from Alibaba.
This is the Apple Watch 1, okay? They were a little bigger back in the day.
Oh, my God. It broke it. It says error.
Stop moving around, man.
You think that was it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You've been to a doctor's office to say, don't move, uncross your legs.
All right, hold on. I'll stay still. I'll stay as still as I can.
And you're moving. And you're moving again.
All right, it says relax.
Stop moving.
I'm not moving anymore. It's hard not to move it. My heart is moving so fast. How am I supposed to measure my heart rate if I can't slow down enough to measure my heart rate?
You're supposed to like rest your arm on the table, I think.
Yeah.
It says put it heart high. Isn't this heart high? You know?
Oh.
I'll put it on the table. Okay, I'll put it on the table. All right. If it breaks again, I'm going to the hospital. Oh my God. It literally will not give me
I don't think you're using it right.
Okay, now how about you lay your arm on the table and just allow it to work instead
It's
of
too fast.
freaking out, man.
No, it's beating too fast. That's what's going on here. All right. I've got it on the table now if you think that's going to work. We'll get to your dispatches momentarily. Go to thenewsjunkie.com.
As soon as the EMT gets over there.
to join us on the show. I know it works. Courtney literally just tested hers after a workout. After she came back from her run, she came into the studio
It makes
and
me
put
feel
it
any
on.
better. According to my watch, 3 minutes ago I was at 110, and now I'm at 91.
Okay, well that's good,
0
right?
Celsius. I don't know.
What are you supposed to be at? Between 80 and 100 or something like that?
No idea. By the looks of like all of it, it's kind of all over the place.
By the way, putting my arm on the table is working. It has not given me an error yet.
Good.
It's just going. The
Second
numbers
piece
are going
of
high.
advice.
All right. Well, I will
listen to.
tell you what this says when it finally gives me a rating. This is not how it tells me to use it, for the record. It tells me to hold it. Well, okay. 85. That's actually not that bad. But my blood pressure, on the other hand.
Whoa.
Oh, buddy. Damn,
wow,
son.
Guy.
Are you not
Does
taking
that mean
medicine
we have
for this?
to put like a straw in his trachea or something?
No. My blood pressure is perfect. It's 125-ish over 80 or something. This has got to be a result somehow of the Celsius thing.
I can't wait until your doctor that listens to the show talks to you about this moment. And he's gone. All right, there we go.
What a perfect time to lose him. Both times we've lost him today has been after you say something or I said something.
That warrants a response from
and
Sean.
there's just no response. I'm getting, see all this red here?
Yeah.
That's where all the data loss is. That's where Sean went. Oh, now he's back. Look.
I'm back? Okay.
You're back, buddy.
Hi, everybody. I'm still alive, even though it said 175 over 105 or something.
I think you need to go make yourself throw up.
I don't know what I could do to reverse this, but we'll soldier on, and I'll tell you about what the folks in Washington are working on. Tell me if you think this is a good idea or a bad idea.
Good idea or bad idea? What a tiny window.
This is kind of interesting, I think. It's a new bill in Congress that will call for creating children's savings accounts from birth. So this would mandate.
They've had that.
No. This would mandate Jackson have a savings account right now. Okay.
Well, Jackson does have a Social Security number, which that was not something that came with me.
With babies?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, your kid gets all that stuff a little bit after birth, right?
No, but I'm saying I didn't get a Social Security card till I was 5 or 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that's when I think my parents also started me a savings account. I remember specifically going to the Social Security office because it was very, very boring.
Wait, you guys had savings accounts as kids?
I don't believe I had a savings account. I had a trust with the dead grandpa. I know that. And then
I didn't have any
thing
trust.
For the early 90s was the bonds. So that was like a gift that was given when I was born to my parents, was bonds. It was pieces of paper. And I remember when I was 18, I grabbed all of them.
Cashed
them out and used it for booze.
Yeah, I did very much the same thing. I didn't have a savings account when I was a kid. I know they have sort of those college savings accounts and things like that, which that's fine, and that's all good.
Whoa, buddy.
What?
I'm getting an alert here.
What happened?
Heart rate is up.
Is it higher?
Yeah, man. It is messing with our system.
Well, you can't measure I believe for a second that you can measure my heart rate from there, which makes absolutely zero sense.
No, yeah, that's part of the new firmware update on the Comrex.
That's why we keep losing you.
I said, is it? Like she has a live feed of my blood pressure. I should be worried about this. So you for a while you've been able to have for your child a savings account, but this is forcing it to happen, right? From birth, they make you do this if this passes.
And you can't touch it.
I don't know. Let's see what it says. It says building wealth may feel like a struggle for today's younger generations who grapple with student loan balances and high home prices.
Down, please?
Am I saying things fast?
Really
now,
fast.
A new bill introduced in Congress aims to make it so wealth creation starts from birth. The proposal, called 401 Kids Savings Act, is led by Democratic Senators Bob Casey of Pennsylvania, Chuck Schumer of New York, and Ron Wyden of Oregon, and some other folks. The plan calls for providing savings accounts for every child in the U.S. on state 529 college savings platforms, which would be managed by state treasurers. Accounts would be established for kids under 18 and for newborns, so even Jackson would have his own account. They said this is because a lot of young people don't have much money to get started out. The bill aims to double the amount of money most kids have by making it so a qualifying low-income single parent with a newborn could accumulate more than $53,000 for that child's benefit by the time they turn 18. So you would turn 18 and you have a savings account with $53,000 in it ready to go for you.
How much you have to put in?
Well, it said the 401 Kids plan, families would be eligible to make annual contributions of up to $2,500 per child to it. And then they would have the state also give money, tax dollars would go to giving money to all these kids' savings accounts to get them up to $40,000 or $50,000 in account balances on their savings account when they're younger like that.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but them forcing it just seems like a lot. Can't they just offer it as an option first?
Well, one thing I wouldn't like is if they mandate that parents put money in this account, because parents that don't have a lot of money, this would be even more difficult for them. Having a kid is already very expensive. I wouldn't like if they mandated that. And I wouldn't like if the state was just giving every kid $52,000 in a savings account. So there'd have to be some way to work this out. So
didn't you turn 18 and have a savings account full of...
but that's the rock thing, remember?
That's my next point. I think then if you do this and these kids, when they're 18, have $50,000 in their account, it's a 529 or 527. Either way.
9 to 5, Dolly Parton.
If it's a college spending account, then they should only be able to spend that money on learning, on higher education, until a certain time. Because if you let every 18-year-old have access to a savings account with $50,000 in it,
they're getting a Camaro and drugs.
Yep, they're doing what I did. They're doing what everybody else would do. 18 years old, you aren't making smart financial decisions. Very few people would actually make the right decision there. Sun State John on YouTube says $53,000 is one great party at college, one weekend. That's a good one, though. That would be a time. My heart is beating out of my chest right now.
Can you, if you put your chest to the microphone, do you think we could hear it?
I don't know. I'll try. Like Bachelor style?
Yeah.
You think? Hold on.
Look at this idiot.
Stupid.
What a buffoon.
He put his nipple to the microphone.
I didn't hear anything, but I don't know what's real or fake right now.
All right, now repeat after me. Certain conditions apply. Offer applies with enrollment and triple advantage.
There is a couple out there. They are a DINK couple. What does that mean? D-I-N-K?
Dual
income, no kids.
That is correct. A DINK couple. They make $200,000 per year. Natalie and Keldon, they are the most cringe couple I've seen in a very long time. You guys might agree. Let me show you the photograph of them. I'm bringing up this story.
They got the room to cringe with $200K coming in their pockets.
Look at these two.
As
this is the couple.
Oh, God damn it.
Posing with a Stanley mug, and the two are just out and about.
Oh, they're out with their cat.
Ears for days.
They still say $200,000 a year for them as a couple is not enough. They're having to downgrade their lifestyle due to a cost of living crisis. They're deadly serious, these two say.
How do they make that much money?
One of them is a content creator, as they say.
Interesting.
The other works in the tech industry. They both earn six-figure salaries, and that is not enough for them.
Isn't that incredible? And they're making more money as they make videos about them complaining that they don't have enough money.
Exactly.
Isn't that beautiful?
And Seattle's expensive. I'll give them that. But if you make $200,000 a year, crying poor mouth, not the greatest look. I'm going to try to take a couple deep breaths. I can't even say it. A couple deep breaths.
In through the nose, out through the mouth, man.
Okay. Quick break. We're back with your dispatch next. You can leave that. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, the school bathroom has changed quite a bit since I was in school. Perhaps you too. What's going on? Wait till you hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution. Authorities are clearing up an accident on Bronson Highway westbound at Old Lake Wilson Road. 2 right lanes are blocked. There's delays on Maitland Boulevard due to an accident westbound at Keene Road. And you could expect a bit of delays due to an accident on Florida's Turnpike southbound between Lake County Line and County Road 470. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. We'll always be here for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
WJRR presents the Brightside Music Festival April 27th, taking over the Central Florida Fairgrounds for the highly anticipated return of Sublime featuring Jacob Knoll, along with Eric Wilson and Bud Goff, plus special guest 311 along with Goldfinger and plenty more to be announced. Get tickets at brightsidefest.com. That's brightsidefest.com.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA with a quick reminder that February is American Heart Month. And Life Imaging FLA wants to remind you that early detection saves lives. Matter of fact, the very first symptom of heart disease, unfortunately, can be sudden death. But now you have the power to detect issues before symptoms. And with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan, you can't lose. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And when you see the results coming out of Life Imaging FLA, you understand why people are automatically drawn to it. Take that information to your primary care doctor and start building a long-term health care plan that takes care of you for years. That's exactly what I did, and you can do this as well. And remember, this test doesn't take any time at all, just a few minutes. No injections, no dyes, no taking your clothes off. Just do this. Pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan, and they'll connect you in seconds. And by the way, ask about their cancer screening as well. Make 2024 the year you take care of your long-term health care with a scan from Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. They give you up to a one of the first 50 listeners to text MUSIC to 96551. Text the word MUSIC to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
As a military dad, I'll admit my first deployment didn't go great for my kids. I wasn't ready. So every time I'm gone, I just focus on doing small things better. I schedule video calls during their dinner so we can still eat together. I read books they're reading so we can talk about them. I send them an email every day. It just takes a little effort, but it's worth it, guys.
Dads, duty matters in and out of uniform. So choose to be a father first today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando. Get ready for the big game with a free iHeartRadio app, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network, featuring the biggest names in the game like Ross Tucker and his daily NFL podcast.
I am so looking forward to that game.
NFL Total Access.
That's another mini storyline to watch.
NFL Now.
This could be the dangerous team.
And many more. The free iHeartRadio app in the NFL, getting you the insight and behind-the-scenes stories you need for the big game. Just open the free iHeartRadio app and search NFL and listen now. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
New South Window Solutions. Made in Florida for Florida homes by Florida workers. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Bonus. 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 That's bonus. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
On the bright side, we're not dead yet. You're listening.
Emails. T says, subject PTSD. Hey, Sean, just heard yesterday's show, and I'm surprised you weren't triggered by that description of Fritz's bachelor outing and the armed hostile takeover of the bar. The pushing people aside and taking seats didn't bring back bad memories. I'm thinking he's trying to connect my incident with the SWAT team and those losers, and then...
We didn't do it that way.
No, I guess he's just trying to stretch it into that. He says, I also heard your rant over cops going through red lights, and as usual, there's some things I agreed with you on and some I didn't. I wanted to comment, but you were so all over the place, I didn't know where to start. Maybe another time. Take care, T. I was not, in fact, all over the place.
Bro.
I was right there, concise, and my take was cops should be held accountable to the very same laws that we are, the end, period. That's not all over the place. That's just a pretty simple take that most people agree with, unless you're a weirdo, which some of you are. You just really...
I'm a weirdo because I think, like, let them run a couple red lights.
No, not you. You're not in, like, the cop sucker territory. You're not like where...
Cop. C-O-P.
Yeah, cop. Where, like, everything is like, well, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, brother. Okay, yeah, those folks, you can, miss me with that.
Listen, I've won a lot of stupid prizes, so I should know.
Over the years. Okay, let's get into what's happening in school. Can you remember, if you, like, sit there and take the time, can you, like, envision what your bathroom looked like at your school?
Absolutely.
For sure. Without
like, even elementary school, you could picture it in your head?
Yeah.
There was, I mean, I remember, I feel like junior high.
I remember because we got in big trouble almost.
For riding
sort of.
on the stall?
No. No.
We had a big one. Like, that's what I'm envisioning right now, is that someone went in and this was so messed up. But
even in elementary school?
It was so messed up. Someone wrote in permanent marker, and I am really kind of blowing my mind right now that I still remember it. I did not write this. Somebody else got expelled for it. But they wrote, Charlene, that's not fair. Give the horses back their hair. Guys, stop laughing. That was very mean.
How did you remember that?
I don't know. It just came back to me. Yeah, right. I'd never have the gull. No way.
That's not something that she would make up on the fly. It's weird that an elementary school kid would be operating on that level, though, because that's a pretty good zinger.
We were effed up.
That was really good.
And then I remember the kindergarten bathroom was in the classroom, and the toilet is just so tiny.
Yeah, I kind of remember it. Middle school, I remember. Like, middle school, I can pretty much remember at Crestwood Middle School what the bathrooms looked like, and that was when there was a lot of stuff written on the bathrooms, and the kids didn't take good care of the bathroom, obviously.
The bathrooms in middle school don't stand out much to me, but I remember nobody specifically got in trouble for it, but I definitely did it. I was among the people, because in third grade, we decided, it would be fun to make these toilets overflow on purpose.
Why? You were involved in a gang that was responsible for this?
Yeah. And then so one of the administrators came to talk to our classroom, and she was like, there's been some issues downstairs where one of the teachers was trying to teach their class, started getting dripped on.
Ooh.
We're like,
gross.
Like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't do that anymore.
The only time something like that's happened around me, true story alert, incoming true story. When I got that settlement for the kid hit me in the eye with a rock, and this was when I was about 13 or so.
Again, that family ended up living in their van?
No, they did not. We sued their homeowner's insurance because they wouldn't pay for my visit to the hospital after their son tossed a rock in my eye. We were playing a rock throwing game, so I kind of had it coming. But
we were in a really, really tense round of rock in the eye.
We hired the attorney law firm with like the longest name. It was at the time Searcy, Denny, Scarola, Barnhart, and Shipley.
Wowza!
Lots of people on the logo. And we went there, and it was like time to get the final stuff, sign the final papers. We got the settlement, and all was going to be wrapped up. And my brother was jealous. My brother was jealous that I was getting this money. I didn't even really think about it or care about it or anything. And he was jealous that it seemed like the focus was on me at the time, and he wasn't getting any attention. So my brother says, as we're signing the final papers with the attorneys, I got to go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom? He's about, if I was 13, he would have been 8 at the time. He goes to the bathroom at CRC, Denny, Scrolla, Barnhart, and Shipley's offices. And he comes back a couple minutes later. Nothing is out of the ordinary. Then my parents are talking, and they go, okay, well, sign this, sign this, sign this. And time's going by. And all of a sudden, somebody in the office screams, oh, my God. And we go out into the hallway.
Sean's brother.
And my brother, Dustin, had clogged up the sink in their bathroom and ran the water, and it was water falling out.
Dustin was a wet bandit.
He was a wet bandit, yeah. And it was a waterfall of water just pushing out into this very expensive, fancy office at the time.
What a move.
And it's weird. It's a strange move that he made, but he got the attention back on him.
That's right.
He said, why would you do that?
And the attorney's fee went up a bit.
Why would you do that? He's like, just started crying and ran out of the place.
I want a rock in my face.
Very strange. The reason why I bring all of this up is because the bathrooms at school are a totally different place these days. Let's go over to Houston County, Alabama. A little confusing, but you get the point. Houston County, Alabama. They say some Houston County parents are angry that cameras are going to be installed in bathrooms at their children's school. News that came out before the Houston County school system made parents aware. It bothers me very much because we are arresting people for child pornography and invading people's privacy. I mean, what is this, says Brittany Adams. Did they come and talk to us about this? No.
I mean, that is kind of invasion of privacy.
I wonder if they're going to say, just like they do in the changing rooms in some of these department stores, where they go, we have made it so our security cameras aren't able to look in these places, even though it's within the field of range of the camera.
Baloney.
And I go, I don't trust that. If the camera is able to look at one of those places, I feel like you're looking at it.
I don't imagine that they design them like these anymore, but at my high school, the bathrooms, for the most part, had floor-to-ceiling doors on all the stalls.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it made it very convenient for all the kids who smoked in them.
Yeah.
Or banged in them, I imagine.
Possibly that, too. So if you were to install a camera in one of those bathrooms, you could easily argue that you're only taking watch of kids that aren't in stalls.
Right.
But I don't know that, I mean, just... for material's sake, and I don't even know if that's safe.
Here's one for you. Is it still an invasion of privacy? Instead of cameras, what if it's just like heat detection? What if you could just see the silhouette, and if something goes down, but then again, if you need to identify a student, that might be tough.
No, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying if you're not able to fully identify who the human is, but you can see that there are people there, if that's still invasion of privacy, put that on the Mo list if we can. Let's ask him that.
Heat vision.
They said the school plans to place dome-shaped cameras that cannot be tampered with, either at the entryway or the common area of the bathroom, in an effort to reduce bad behavior like fighting. How long until this gets hacked and then a bunch of hackers have kids going to the bathroom at this school?
Right.
That is not a good thing. They said, when we started looking at most of the problems, they occurred in the restrooms. So we want to at least know who's going in and who's coming out. We won't see everything, but hopefully we'll prevent some of them from doing things knowing there's a camera right there. They're not the only ones doing this. Another story. Green Bay high school students voiced concerns about glass bathroom door. Principal says,
no, dude.
It's to stop vaping and vandalism. They installed a glass door and CCTV cameras and a vape detection alarm in their bathroom.
Okay, how bad is the vape problem at this school that if you have a vape detector, like that detects the vapors and then tells you where it is, you still need a camera and alarms and all, I mean...
And this is where the budget is going? How about kids that can't afford lunch?
That's a lot. You can look in the door. It's a glass door. They have CCTV cameras and they have a vape detection system in this Green Bay high school.
Now, riddle me this, because I have been in a bathroom with a glass door, but when you turn on the light, it's one of those like activated windows.
Oh, like fogs it up.
Immediately fogs up, which then, if you've never seen that before, like I did, I was like, on, off, on, off. I'm like, what is this sorcery?
This is cool.
And they even used that for one season of The Real World, where they had a camera in the bathroom, but when they wanted to shower, they just like hit the button and it fogged,
It
right?
fogs up immediately. I don't think that's what they're doing here because they're complaining about the fact that it's a clear door that you can see through. And the students say they have no privacy, even in the bathroom at the school. Do you think schools should be doing this? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your dispatch right now. Let's see what you got on your mind. We haven't played any dispatches. I haven't played a single one of these.
How about that?
I've actually been just playing them, to myself.
On your own? Yeah.
And been like, yeah, all
Next.
right, I got you.
Sean, I can't help but notice when you said that, though, like, your hand is still on your heart. There's been no change, huh?
I
Still
think
just at it?
it might have gone down like 1 point of concern. Like, it's still very much I'm on edge here because of this thing that I drank. But there's some advice on that, too. Let's start with this. Here's Richard talking about the siren.
Hello, guys. I'm from Florida.
Hi.
I'm a truck driver listening now here on I-10, Texas.
Go get 'em.
Jesus, that siren scared the hell out of me twice. Have a good one.
That
How about
always
that
gets
one?
people. Have you ever been somewhere where one of those semis or like even a train hits that horn and you're close to it? And
Or when you have a regular car who has put the train horn in their system.
Oh, that's a dick move.
It is a dick move.
Because I jump every time.
But
Yeah,
you know,
it shakes you.
I'm sure it's hilarious, though, on the other end. It
Yeah,
makes
for
me
them
wanna get
watching.
one.
Yes, a doctor listens. This might be helpful for right now. Let's see what the doctor says.
Hey guys, if you're freaking out from the Celsius, what you need to do is put your elbows on your knees, put your head in the hands, and kiss your butt goodbye. No, seriously, do that when your head is in your hands. Put some gentle pressure over your eyes. It's a reflex that'll lower your blood pressure a little bit and calm you down. On an unrelated note, do we have a vice president anymore? I haven't heard about her or seen her in ages.
No, it hasn't been
We
a
did
lot
it,
of
Joe.
press on Kamala Harris. She hasn't been in the spotlight. Maybe with the election coming up, she'll pop back out.
Laying low.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening there. I do know yesterday I walked into the living room and Courtney was just like cry laughing. And I was like, what you looking at over there? And she was looking at an Ask Reddit post. And the person said like, I'm sick right now. I ate some stuff and all of a sudden I started puking immediately. And I'm in a bad spot. And I'm thinking about going to the doctor. And the top comment was, well, what did the doctor say? Like afterwards, what did the doctor say? The person said. And the top comment with like 10,000 upvotes was, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. and I was like, I haven't heard that in so long. I was like, I forgot about all those little things we used to say when we were in like elementary school. And,
Yeah, but then you hear the first line and all that repressed, memory comes back.
How did that thing start?
I don't know.
Oh, jumping on the bed. One fell off and broke his head.
Yeah, it's a whole thing where it like keeps building.
5 little monkeys jumping on the bed.
I remember Miss Mary Mack. I did this with my girlfriend the other day.
Yeah.
Like Miss Mary Mack, and then there was another one.
You guys got a real thing going.
Yeah, and then we had some hot sex. And then patty caked after that.
Oh, God.
We pattied our cakes. All right.
I
think
still
we have to
remember
go to
that
commercial.
stuff. Oh, yeah, we should. We'll dip out, take a little quick break here.
Hold on,
And
one more for the truckers.
There you go. Godspeed. When we return, we'll do jury duty. Plus, we got to talk about Rat Daddy.
All right.
Rat Daddy is in the news big time, and he's going to be joining us on the show tomorrow. We'll be talking to Rat Daddy. It'll be a big seminal moment in the history of this show. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
You can always text us, unless you're driving, at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The NFL Pro Bowl games kick off tonight in Orlando. The Skills Showdown will be held at UCF before Sunday's flag football game at Camping World Stadium. An NFL champ will be crowned in Vegas when the Niners and Chiefs meet in Super Bowl 58. DraftKings line favors San Fran by 2. And college hoops action tonight at Stetson visiting North Alabama, searching for a third straight win. Hatters coming off a weekend win over Lipscomb. I'm Scott Davidson.
The superbly versatile all-electric EQB from Mercedes-Benz. It's impressively techy and surprisingly roomy, with available seating for up to 7. The vehicle is all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more at mbusa.com/EQB.
Did you know that mortgage guy Don from thatmortgageguyDon.com does a live radio show every Saturday? That's right, each week answering your questions live on the air on the Home Loans Radio Show. And if you're busy on Saturday mornings, that's okay. You can listen to all the informative episodes right there on his website, thatmortgageguyDon.com, or of course, wherever you download podcasts, just search the Home Loans Radio Show with That Mortgage Guy Don. Now, Don, he's pulling back the curtain on the mortgage business. He's explaining the real mortgage process to you because he wants you to know how it works. He has your best interest in mind. He has no interest in shoving you down a hill of confusion. Instead, he wants to walk you through the process and make sure you get the best deal possible when it comes to refinancing or buying your first dream home. So if you want to get the process started right now, go to the website and work with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Sunshine came softly through my window today.
Florida truly is the Sunshine State, and it shows in everything we grow. When you shop, choose Fresh from Florida.
'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I tell you right now.
Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
On game day, you want to focus on 3 things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends.
So good.
And football, well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Very local. Powered by Wesh 2. Local news.
Breaking news this morning.
Original series and specials.
I can't wait to go check it out. Come with me.
24/7 TV made just for you.
How awesome is this?
Download the free Very Local app now.
It's the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials this Saturday at 8 a.m. Join us in downtown Orlando at the Dr. Phillips Center for the ultimate free Fan Fest experience. Enjoy food trucks, live music and vendors, and see the runners as they race towards their Olympic dreams from 4 different fan zones downtown. Experience the thrill of the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials this Saturday, 8 a.m. Join us decked out in red, white, and blue for a day of inspiration and unforgettable memories. Visit Orlando2024trials.com. Presented by Visit Orlando.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
It seems like everywhere you look right now, someone is sick. This year, prepare your family for airborne invaders like bacteria, pollen, and yes, germs with Navage Nasal Care. Navage flushes ultra-pure, refreshing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. Navage sucks out viruses, dust, and other airborne particles, all the stuff that gets trapped in your nose, making you miserable. Don't get caught empty-handed this winter. Get Navage, the drug-free solution that helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Even better, Navage is HSA, FSA eligible, so Navage is a great way to spend those funds before they expire. Don't wait a minute longer. Buy Navage today and you'll breathe easier knowing you're putting your funds to good use. Navage is available online at Navage.com or Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
For victims of drunk and drug driving, our grief is unique. But you are not alone. You always have a place at MAD. Call our 24-hour victim helpline at 877-MAD-HELP or visit mad.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
If it's important to you, it's on and probably being mocked by.
NewsJunkie.com, and Lisa says, breathe, Sean. In through the nose and out through your mouth. She says, drinking water will help flush the Celsius out of your system. Thank you, Lisa, for the advice. This is not my first rodeo, though. Way back in the day. This is when I should have known that I'm not like, caffeine is not, it doesn't mix with my system well. I should have known this way back in the day. When I was 16, some of you in West Palm Beach might know this person. Because when I was 16, my girlfriend was a girl named Corinne Carr. And I remember so vividly being over at Corinne's house, and we were on her bed, and she had a bottle of caffeine pills for some reason.
Oh, I remember this story, yeah.
Yeah, and I was trying to be cool guy, and so I was like, and I put the bottle to my mouth, and like half the bottle or so went into my mouth, and I swallowed the pills.
Great idea.
And then I almost immediately after was picked up by my parents and brought home, and I couldn't sleep that night. I was like, probably because you can die. You can actually overdose from caffeine.
Without a doubt, yeah. Your heart's pumping way too much.
Yeah, it's not good. And I was probably close to it then. And that was definitely full-on freak-out mode. And I survived it somehow. So, we got that going for us, right? All right, here we go.
I had a friend that was on those pills and just caught her just rabidly singing Pointer Sisters songs. It was a rough time.
How you feeling about it?
Retraction.
I feel great. I'm not retracting it.
He's standing by it, doubling down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Her name was Jessie.
Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Chat's booing you. You're getting booed by Chat at least,
He stands by. He's a
one
father.
boo.
He's confident. Sealand only needs one, only one thing to validate him.
Oh, absolutely.
So if he looks at Chat and they start booing, if he looks at the texting service, it's like, Sealand, I am ROFL right now, I'm dying. And he's like, all right, there we go. That's
Despite
it.
that texter being labeled like conspiracy theorist, thinks 9/11 was an inside job.
Doesn't matter. Still
care.
good. That's
Look
all
at
you need to
They're right
fill
there.
up the tank.
Right there.
Yeah, they're all coming out of the woodwork now. Okay, let's get So I first need to tell you that Jury Duty is brought to you by Moses DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, you have many people that you can go to. One thing I'd encourage you not to do is not stop up the sink in their office and cause some water damage to the carpets there.
Yeah, bad move.
But make the smart decision to call Mo, because he's going to listen to you. He's going to hear what happened, and he's going to fight for you. Your story is important. Your case is important, and he'll show you that it is with your experience through the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. A woman in Philadelphia, she's from Philly. She was flying out of Orlando, though, this lady. Did you see the story about what happened on this Frontier Airlines flight? Oh, my.
Tell me more.
She was served 2 alcoholic drinks after the flight left from Orlando, headed to Philadelphia. But I'm thinking maybe she had a lot more at that airport bar that we've been discussing. And they say in the affidavit that when the plane was about to land at the Philadelphia International Airport, a flight attendant watched this woman get in and out of her seat, claiming she had to use the bathroom. She said, "This is an emergency." The flight attendant says, "Ma'am, please sit down. We're going to be landing soon, and you have to sit down and fasten your seatbelts, please." The woman did not listen to this. She started yelling and cursing. Eventually, finally, she sat down in her seat. When the plane landed and was taxiing to the gate, the affidavit stated that Huertas, that's this woman, her name is Dulce Huertas, she started cursing at the passengers around her. The flight attendants called security to help at the arrival gate, and the captain asked everybody to remain seated. The affidavit said after the plane arrived at the gate and the seatbelt sign was turned off, she continued to be aggressive and push passengers out of her way to get to the front of the plane where the bathroom was.
Man, what are they putting in these drinks?
She was stopped by the flight attendant, and she said, "Well, that's it. Sorry, everybody." She pulled her pants down to her knees and started to urinate in the front of the plane, right in the middle of the aisle. All while multiple cell phones captured the footage.
Big
of
stream?
This woman. I guess it was fast. It happened very fast. You ladies, I am amazed by the speed at which you can pee.
Thank you.
I never even considered this before, but
and some of us can stop it.
Have you never peed at like an extreme speed?
Not like this. It was like pants down, yeah, pants back up. I said, "Holy cow! I didn't know you could do that." I mean, I'm not dripping or anything. Mine comes out at a real good rate, but in the morning,
sounds like it doesn't. I mean,
no, it's a good flow, good strong flow. And in the morning, it might take me, I'm not exaggerating, 30 seconds, right? Like from the jump, because I drink a lot of water at night, alcohol too. But to wash it down, I drink a bunch of water, probably like a bottle and a half, one of the big jugs of water. And then I go to sleep. So I wake up and it takes a little while to do that. But ladies, you could just blast it on out, man. It is something else. And so I salute you for that. That and childbirth just have me amazed. I sit back in awe of you as I look at this story.
And self-healing.
They said new details are being released in the shooting death of a woman at an Atlanta McDonald's. Tamanika Woods, mother of 4, shot and killed inside a McDonald's. She was just trying to enjoy her life. Just days after Christmas, but these details just coming forward now. She was shot in the chest by somebody else, a 19-year-old Tania Evans, and they said all of this was over missing food. The 19-year-old said, "You didn't put my whole order in here. I'm missing some food." And they started to fight.
Shoot somebody?
She takes out a gun in the middle of the McDonald's fight, she shoots and kills this mother of 4. And you look at that and just shake your head. Like, God, life is worth so much more than this. And your idea of what level of respect you demand at any given time should not be in alignment with this 19-year-old woman. Leaves now these 4 kids looking for, their life moving forward to be as good as possible without a mother.
You're going to say looking for a mom.
Yep. But
they're on the market for a new mom.
Looking for their mom, but they aren't looking for their mom. I know exactly where their mom is, and so do they probably.
They're looking for the new mom.
Yeah, it's tough. We don't want to see this happening anymore. Okay, we want your dispatches. We are looking for those, despite the fact that I've only played one or two. I do want to get to the rest of these, including your voice. So go to thenewsjunkie.com, hit record on your first dispatch right now. And we got to talk about Rat Daddy. Rat Daddy is blowing up right now. And he is, as I said, going to be joining us on the show tomorrow.
So it's a human. I thought for sure it was going to be just like a big rat.
No, he's a human, and his job seems fairly obvious, but we'll talk about what he does. Plus, a brand new Olympics emerges, and this one could be interesting. Some of you aren't going to like it, though. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Checking in on I-4 this afternoon, there's delays westbound between Sand Lake Road and Osceola Parkway, through the city between Princeton Street and Robinson Street. Around the perimeter, traffic is up to speed on State Road 429 and the Greenway. There's a bit of delays due to an accident on Bronson Highway westbound at Old Lake Wilson Road. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. It may increase your stroke risk. Eliquis can cause serious and in rare cases fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. Medications such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners may increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Turns out February is American Heart Month, and Life Imaging FLA wants to remind you that early detection saves lives. Unfortunately, the very first symptom of heart disease is often sudden death. But the cool thing is, now you have the power to detect issues before symptoms. And Life Imaging FLA does that with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. This is a $699 value. The testimonials are bananas. Couples going in, the person that thinks they have problems have no problems. The person that does not think they have problems has problems. But the cool thing is, now you have the information, the power to go to your primary care doctor and build a long-term healthcare plan to make sure that you're around for years. Do that now. Do exactly what I did. Pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say that keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. And be sure to ask about their cancer screening as well. Make 2024 the year you finally start taking care of your long-term health with Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Hey, what's good, guys? This is Angel from the Monsters. You guys know I love to cook on my Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive, and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassy's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories, everything that you need. They have the classroom set up so you can teach you the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques on the Big Green Egg as well. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassy's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee, so check them out. It's Wassy's Meat Market. Check them on Instagram or go to their website, wassysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassy's Meat Market.
I had my first kid at 19, and this is going to sound strange, but the best advice I can give to other young dads is stay. I wanted to run away. I wanted to just keep living my own life, but I chose to be her dad, and now I'm glad I did. I can't imagine my life without my daughter, and I can't imagine making her grow up without a dad.
Dads, today may feel hard, but it's always the right choice to be a father first.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort, your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Florida residents get in for only $17.50 through the end of January at Gatorland.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Your direct line to the heroes that saved Canada that one time.
We appreciate you. And the reason we get to do this for a living even is because of you. So truly, you're important to the show. That's why we want you to be involved in it. And we await your dispatches. There's a ton of those that have piled up today, talking about all sorts of things. And we'll get to some of them momentarily here on the show. But I want to talk about Rat Daddy real quick, because this is one of those guys that says when life gives you lemons, you know, make a little lemonade out of them.
And call yourself a daddy.
So he's making rat juice?
Rat Daddy. He is, I guess, blowing up on TikTok because he posts videos around New York City of all the rats, like big rat populations and stuff. And he said he reluctantly began recording large populations of rats about a year ago after his boss pointed out infested areas in the city. The 36-year-old wasn't sure if there would be an audience for them on TikTok, but Rat Talk was born. He said, I started to film and submit the videos to the city of New York. The 311 number is the number you get rat complaints to. So I started submitting those videos. So he took these videos and he posted them on TikTok, and they started blowing up for Rat Daddy. Now, Rat Daddy is the highly sought after rat tour guide in New York City.
No way, dude.
And for $50 a person, he takes people on these walking tours of New York where he shows them all the rat hotspots.
And they're there, like guaranteed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He knows where they are.
Is he adding to the problem? Does he like feed them and make sure that they're there for the tour?
Well, now his business kind of relies on him. So maybe he said his tours generally begin at 10:30 p.m. and they last about an hour. So in the dark of night, you wander around Gotham, and he points out to you, look at this big rat. Pizza Rat was right here. Check out this rat. Here's a rat over here. And he goes through the wilderness of New York City like it's some sort of damn rat safari. And I salute him for doing this. And now he said he scored a sponsorship even with some company that has a rat deterrent that they offer.
Okay, but that's gonna make him lose business, is it not?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense long term, but he's okay with it, I guess.
Rat Daddy.
I want to know.
It's a Rat Daddy song?
I for some reason it says This Week in Nature, but it doesn't scream that to me. I wanted more Safari. I apologize.
I don't hate it, though. It seemed kind of like a Rat Daddy song to me.
New York City, welcome. I'm Rat Daddy.
Take you on tours. What were you saying, Sealand?
Go ahead.
I want to know if, because remember we talked about...
Hey, y'all, it's me, Rat Daddy. Sealand didn't get to his point soon enough.
Just a minute, Rat Daddy. Remember we talked about that job back in December of 2022 where the mayor's office in New York City was offering an annual salary between $120,000 and $170,000 if you would be the rat czar.
Yeah,
and
it would have been perfect.
No. The job is to get rid of rats.
Oh.
So is this like Rat Daddy's mortal enemy, the rat czar?
Yeah, they need to face off, the two of them. Any other comments, Rat Daddy?
Well, Sean, I'll tell you. First of all, were we supposed to interview the guy and he's just waiting to talk to us right now? Or?
No, I think he's going to join us tomorrow on the show.
Oh. Perfect. They ain't going to hear it. It's me, Rat Daddy. You got a rat? I'll bring people to see him.
When
the
he
more
joins
rats,
us?
the more income, the more profit. I'm Rat Daddy.
It's ramping up.
When Rat Daddy joins us tomorrow, you should challenge him and say that you're the actual Rat Daddy.
I will. And I'll make sure this damn voice changer's working.
He's a phony, and you are the true and official Rat Daddy, and you're gonna sue him. You're gonna go after him because you've been around long before he was ever a Rat Daddy. And that's just not gonna fly around here. How much did that job pay, Sealand? How was the job for the Rat Czar?
$170.
Uh-oh. Did I lose you again?
Are you there?
Uh-oh.
I'm here. Oh, no. Now you
no.
lost us.
I
can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? I got you now. I can hear you now.
Because I'm trying to use the damn voice changer.
Oh, that's what it was.
I was like, Sealand,
it doesn't work.
Sealand Stone Cold just isn't going to tell me how much the Rat Czar makes.
I thought for sure that you just saw me shove a big fat piece of zucchini in my mouth. So you went, "Hey, Sealand, what's that job pay again?" Because I was like, $170,000, Sean.
Why is the last hour of the show always a time when the wheels fall off and...
I'm Rat Daddy. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Why is this so difficult?
My favorite thing, Rat Daddy's theme song. Oh.
And we lost you.
He'll be back. He'll come back someday.
Sean, you there, bud?
And the Rat Daddy theme song changed with the voice.
I'm Rat Daddy.
This sounds like a bad dream.
Show me rats.
Okay,
I don't understand why it's doing that.
We got to move on. Here we go. Train back on tracks.
Hello?
We're a professional radio show. Yep.
No,
we got
we're
it. We're
not.
good. You guys can hear me, right? Thumbs
Yeah,
up. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, good. Let's hear some of these dispatches.
How's your heart rate?
Probably real bad, but I do like Rat Daddy, so we got that going for us. As we go over here to a dispatch, this says the conservative convict, and it's about the podcasts. All right, I'm all ears. What do you got?
I'm trying to listen live, but iHeart will not stop recommending podcasts.
Oh yeah.
iHeart, stop recommending selections from the largest group of podcasts that exists on the planet that
It's
nobody
free.
wants to hear.
At the
Stop
palm of
telling
your
me
hand.
about D.B. Cooper.
You know what? There's nothing we can do about that over here. We just trudge through. We love iHeart. You know, we want all the podcasts to do well and all
Huge
that.
fan. Speaking of podcasts, listen to Rat Daddy's podcast. Wherever you are, right there in the palm of your hand, I'm talking rats. Big rats, small rats, and some that are in my pocket. Just like your cell phone. Listen to the iHeartRadio app. iHeart Rats. I'm Rat Daddy.
I would listen to the Rat Daddy podcast.
What if it was the Search for Rat Daddy podcast?
A man in New York City.
Maybe he'll even sit down and talk with us.
True.
We'll see.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Here is TD is talking about savings accounts. And if you don't know what this is about, well, there's a new bill in Congress that they're looking at passing, which would mandate that every new infant that's born in the United States of America gets a savings account, and then they would end up with like $50,000 by the time they turned 18. Here's TD on that.
Yep, we've already got government mandated savings accounts. It's called Social Security, and it's a freaking joke.
Oh, that's
You're not
true.
going to be able to get to it until you're 75, 78 at this point. So, yeah, bring on another one that we can never get to. See ya. Bye.
Yeah, hard disagree there on that one, because what you're thinking about probably is life from the TD perspective, which is good. You know, that's you. That's your life, and you're probably very good with your money and very smart about how you do your finances. But a lot of the people around you, and this is going to be shocking to hear, but this is a little bit of a truth nugget for you. A lot of the people around you are stupid. You know? I know. It's true. When you walk around, you see big crowds of people, about 80% of those people are stupid. Stupid people.
But not the rats. It's me, Rat Daddy. You want to see some smart rats? Even stupid ones? How about two rats that made love and made rat babies? Come on down to New York City. Rat Tours, brought to you by rat.com.
All right. Well, we got rat.com.
For now.
Damn. What a domain name.
Rat.rat.
Congratulations.
Speaking of money, did you guys get the email from Netflix just now?
No, what did they say?
Tax updates to your membership.
Wait, is it going to cost more?
Starting February 15th, additional state service tax will be applied to your monthly subscription.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
I don't know. I feel like Netflix is it's expensive enough. They cut down on all the people who were stealing Netflix, which fine, that's okay. But everybody's nickel and diming us out here. And we didn't have those savings accounts when we were babies. So we're kind of screwed. I'm a PC, says Sean Tiny Wasson. This should be good.
So not only does he have tiny hands, tiny eyes, he now has a tiny heart that can't keep up with caffeine.
That's not true. I have
it's
a
a big
totally
heart.
normal size heart. Not big. I don't want to be
Tiny,
big. Either.
what is it, vessels?
No. Oh, no.
Tiny
Blood
tunnels?
vessels, you mean?
Tiny tunnels?
Arteries? Veins? All of these things? I don't know. All right, let's get into one more real quick and see what's going on with, here's AJ Soup talking about caffeine.
You're acting like you're on coke. It's not a joke. Lay off the caffeine.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Let me tell you about the new Olympics, because that's happening.
Please.
We got the 21st Century Olympics, which is going to be different. It's going to be called the Enhanced Games. You got your regular Olympics, then you got the Enhanced Games. What's the big defining difference between the two?
Hey, don't forget the special ones.
Steroids are not banned.
Oh. So we're going to see some heart attacks on the field.
In the Enhanced Games, you can be on steroids. And if you say, well, this is never going to get off the ground, it is. It's going to be led by...
Who is sponsoring that?
A bunch of super rich tech bros, including Peter Thiel, the guy who was one of the co-founders of PayPal. And
Didn't he get in trouble for something? Or is he the
Peter
other
Thiel?
guy?
I don't know. Peter Thiel's always up to something. He was the one who took down Gawker.
Oh, right. So he's got the money.
Gawker outed him because he's a right-of-center tech dude, and
But he
they didn't
loves
like
dudes?
that. And he was in the closet at the time, so Gawker outed him. So he said, let me just sit back and wait. And then he waited until they published that Hulk Hogan video, and he reached out to Hulk Hogan and said, I will fund your lawsuit against them. And he completely
Thank you, Brother Teal.
Appreciate it, brother.
What's the brother?
And as a result, everybody saw Hulk Hogan's ginormous dong, and that just got spread around to the world.
I never viewed that video.
No? You didn't see that? Oh, it wasn't very long. Well, hold on. The video wasn't very long. The video wasn't very long, but it was also weird afterwards because Hulk Hogan's not a young guy. He wasn't when he filmed. He didn't purposely film this. He didn't know it was being filmed, but he wasn't when this video was filmed. And afterwards, he's like, he's all out of breath and talking about old man things. But that took down Gawker afterwards. And now he's on to new things, new fronts, including the enhanced games where you could do steroids, all the roids you want. Because the real Olympics is boring and it has a focus on health and fairness, and we don't want any of that stuff. The enhanced games, I'd watch. Yeah, I think I'd pay attention to that.
This is not too dissimilar from our Pinewood Derby having the cheaters track.
Very true.
Very true. Break all the rules when it comes to the Ultimate Pinewood Derby, and that's what they want to do with just everything. Weightlifting, running, and I would imagine there'll be some pretty crazy competitors at this if they can get enough out of the woodwork. And it probably will reinvigorate the debate over steroids. Like, there are some people who are like, we should allow steroids. Steroids are fine. I'm not a doctor. I don't know enough about long-term impact of steroids, but it would be interesting to watch this.
I'll show you what the long impact of steroids is, Sean. If you come on down to New York City, I'm Rat Daddy.
You have rat roids?
And all of our rats have been on steroids for years.
Yeah?
And at the nighttime, I typically just give them a little poke of more steroids. So during my tours, during the day, you see some big, juicy rats. And they fight each other. And sometimes joust. Come on down, ratdaddy.rat.
Ratdaddy.rat? What happened to ratdaddy.com or rat.com?
It was lost. It's gone.
Holy cow. That is unfortunate. In one segment, you lost
sweat
rat.com.
with that impression. If only I had my voice changer.
It's a lot of work, a lot of heavy lifting going on. What we're going to do, though, folks, we're going to take a little break. And we'll be back momentarily with more of you, believe it or not. And more of the reason why these folks who are on a city council in Riviera Beach, Florida, they're very, very scared. Why are they scared? You're going to find out. That in your dispatch is on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents to watch out for on Bronson Highway westbound at International Drive, also at Old Lake Wilson Road. There's a couple accidents there. Travel with caution. On I-4, you could expect your regular delays eastbound before the bend. There's an accident causing delays on Maitland Boulevard at Keene Road. Watch out for that one as well. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Think It Up. Think It Up is an initiative to activate student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classrooms today? Join at thinkitup.org.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com.
Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. In this week's Marketers Report, Raja Rajamanar, Chief Marketing and Communications Officer of MasterCard, talks about measurement.
Measuring Sonic and Sonic branding and Sonic initiatives across the board. The principles of measurement are the same, but the parameters that you measure are different. We measured, and what we find is our investment is paying for itself in oodles. We have been partnering with iHeart across multiple platforms, both for brand enhancement as well as for performance marketing. I think the cut-through of the message and the recall of the brand are much higher. Also, that has been very beneficial for us to integrate some of our campaigns into the native content of iHeart. It has been a very nice partnership, and it continues to be very strong into the future.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Attention, our friends from Guarantee Media are giving away 4 days in Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico with hotel and airfare included for only $99 to the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551. It's only for the first 50 listeners to text music to 96551. They give you up to a year and a half to travel, but you must be one of the first 50 to text. Text the word music to 96551 for your chance to go on vacation to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, or Mexico.
Yo, it's Angel from the Monsters. You want a big green egg? For the lowest prices anywhere, you got to go to my friends, Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up your big green egg so that you are cooking before they leave. Follow Wassie's Meat Market on Instagram or go to wassiesmeatmarket.com for your big green egg today.
On game day, you want to focus on 3 things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends. And football? Well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
No, I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
We all make resolutions this time of year, and let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. Navage. Navage provides quick, drug-free nasal relief by washing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. This time of year, when everyone is sick, Navage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And unlike medications that can take time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage helps treat congestion symptoms in seconds flat, without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
My name is Chris Moody, host of the new podcast, Finding Matt Drudge. I'll be taking you on a journey to find the mysterious media mogul Matt Drudge, founder of The Drudge Report. Along the way, I'll talk to people who have worked with him, dined with him, and fought with him, taking listeners into private conversations, all in an attempt to get a better understanding of who Drudge is and what motivates him. Hopefully, he'll even sit down with us. Listen to Finding Matt Drudge on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BANK, B-A-N-K, BANK. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting?
On this one. But I guess a lot of people are starting to talk about a new documentary, and they're going nuts for this, and they said it's like a nostalgia bomb.
I know exactly which one you're going to talk about.
Which one?
The We Are the World.
Yeah. Why would there be such an interest in this? That seems like a small topic to me.
It's like if you did something that was just about the 80s or music in the 80s, but
That would be interesting.
It's like one day.
Yeah, it's one day with a whole bunch of super famous people in the studio.
Is it never before seen footage or something?
Maybe. It's all about the 1985 song We Are the World. And you have Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie, Diana Ross, and all of those things. And it was finally a way to right the great wrongs of the thing that was the precursor to it, which was Do They Know It's Christmas? Which... just bad and wrong in every single way that you can imagine.
They did know it was Christmas.
The idea that a bunch of people sang a song about, do the kids in Africa even know it's Christmas? And the way that all came across, oh, man. We Are the World was the follow-up to that. Super, super, super famous people. And now it's an entire documentary that is going to focus on just the creation of this song. And maybe it could be enough to make a really, really great documentary, but it seems like such
Fritz
a small thing.
Fritz,
He watched them?
Text the group chat, Abby's Little Helpers, like, you guys got to watch it. It was so good.
Oh, really?
And so, I mean, I will take his word for it, because any documentary he has suggested to me thus far has been really good. I did not understand the hype. It probably was not going to be in my radar, though it's been at the top list for quite some time. What I did blow through was Griselda, which was also awesome.
I was going to say, how is that? Because I've heard good things about this. It's Sofia Vergara, and it's based on a true story-ish.
Griselda
about
Blanco.
Like a mob lady, right?
Yeah, the cocaine queen, the godmother in Miami. I thought it was fantastic. Now, I'm also a Spanish speaker, so I feel like maybe it was a little bit easier for me. However, my girlfriend is not and absolutely loved it. So with the subtitles and all that, I think Sofia Vergara did a killer job.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Boy, did she smoke a lot of cigarettes.
Did she? I've heard so many good things about that one. The Greatest Night in Pop, though, is the one about this documentary for the biggest song of all time in terms of like just star power. We Are the World. I don't know if people are going to watch it. Invisible Man says boring. Oh, really? He's not into it. Not going to tune in, I guess.
Have you guys started True Detective? The night one. Started that yesterday. There's only 3 episodes out right now.
Oh, and that's one of the ones where they just kind of drizzle it out for you. They don't give you everything at once.
Buddy, it was great. That first episode is action packed, and then you are left with like, what the hell is going on? But then it leaves you hanging, and it got to the point where I dreamt in full Alaskan Native American, like I was an Inuit.
Okay, can we talk about something here?
Go on, yeah.
What's going on with your dreams? What's happening in this world where you all of a sudden you're having
I'm not taking any sort of new medication, but they have been vivid lately, and not on a cruise ship, surprisingly.
So you were an Alaskan Native, and you also were in a throuple with Tom Brady as of late.
Yes, it was.
Anything else to add to the fire, or are those the two main?
I think.
Was the other person your girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah. And it wasn't like we were in the throes of passion throuple. It was like we were all getting ready for bed and saying, night, Tom. Our third.
Wait, did you all sleep in the same bed?
We all slept in the same bed. And then also Tom Brady was like 8 feet tall and only wearing basketball shorts.
Yeah. There's no drugs that have changed in your repertoire?
No, man. It's strange. I should probably go talk to somebody about it, but I'm just going to ride this train.
Yeah, go for it. All right, let's see what we got here. There's a story out of Riviera Beach, Florida.
Good segue.
Where the city council members who are not in thruples with Tom Brady, but are located near his
There have
home
been
in
some
South
board
Florida.
members in some threesomes lately.
Yeah, that is very true. That has happened. The Riviera Beach city council members publicly have expressed fear over one of the folks on their very own city council. A man named Tradrick McCoy. They say his behavior is frightening. The council members said a fight occurred between McCoy and one other council member at last week's meeting. There are 5 elected council members, and then the mayor, Ronnie L. Felder. He does not vote, though. Council members, by their names, long names, they said that they feared this guy would eventually hurt somebody based on his prior behavior. Douglas Lawson is the city council chairperson and is also expressing concern about safety at meetings. So they're upset with this guy. Now, this guy is upset about his own thing, and they don't want him to talk about it anymore, according to him. And what he's upset about is, once again, it's one of those plans where he said there's feces in the water, folks. There's feces in the water. It's one of those plans
Feces in the water.
to take the gray water or the gross water and use that as like potable water that people would end up drinking. And he, I guess, from what I could tell,
Did the
is
whole
not
example of it?
He's just not for it. He's against this, which I agree with him if that's his take. If that is indeed his take, I agree with him. I don't want to be drinking that water. I don't think there's any reason whatsoever that we need to be taking water that has one point been in a toilet and putting it in people's mouths.
I agree.
That's not something you're going to sell me on. No matter if you say, Sean, the climate, oh my God, the world is burnt. I will
What about
watch
that's
the
how
world
the
burn.
water cycle works, Sean?
Don't care.
All the water's been everywhere.
Not eating or drinking the poop water. I don't want it.
But you
and I'm
kind of
not
are.
drinking it.
Dinosaur
What?
poop. If you think about it.
No, I'm not thinking about it. I don't want to think about that. I'd rather hear this because you are joining us with your dispatches. And before we get out of here, we always want to make sure we hear from you. And Mattress Cowboy has a dispatch for Sabrina. It says, Rat Daddy Sabrina. Let's see what we got.
Mattress Cowboy coming at you.
Uh-oh.
I'm just about tired of that rat daddy nonsense.
Uh-oh.
And what makes it worse is Sabrina, and I know she's got a bad T-shirt on.
A bad T-shirt?
And she's using that silly voice. Looking silly.
I think he's trying to use his character, which is not very established.
And there's a
Mattress
reason
Cowboy,
why one of us is paid for it.
to fight Rat Daddy in some battle royale that nobody purchased tickets to. That's the only problem.
Hey, y'all, it's me, Rat Daddy. I was headed out for another tour of rats in the big city, but I want to tell, what's his name, Mattress Idiot, to shut up, or I'll send my rats on you, buddy.
Hey, Rat Daddy.
Yes?
Question. There's somebody who has started a podcast called Finding Rat Daddy that is trying to track you down.
Good luck, sucker, because guess what? I've got a carriage, and it's being pulled by 500 rats. Where are we going next? Who knows? Join me. Follow me at RatDaddy422.com.
What is the ratio of rat power to horsepower?
Let's not do this again, because the whole Roomba thing last time we talked about it was a mind F.
Quick break. When we return, folks, we've got a lot of great stuff for you, including you. Send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. Final dispatches. Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Thursday. It's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. This weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Here's your midday weather forecast update on Fox 35. Storm team meteorologist Brooks Garner. And after a chilly morning, we're looking ahead to a comfortable afternoon. The high temperature 68 degrees, almost full sunshine, just a few high clouds. Tomorrow and Saturday, beautiful with highs in the 70s, but heads up, we've got a rainy storm system coming in for Sunday. Sunday could feature a few thunderstorms as well, a start of an unsettled period with wind and big waves at the beaches through early next week. For the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Start your year by taking care of one of your biggest investments, your vehicle. Drive into any Central Florida area Valvoline Instant Oil Change and get a quality Valvoline oil change without leaving your car. Go to VIOC.com to find a convenient location near you.
Orlando, get ready for the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials on Saturday, February 3rd at 8 a.m. Join us in downtown Orlando at the Dr. Phillips Center for the ultimate free Fan Fest experience. Join your fellow Team USA fans, food trucks, live music, and vendors, and don't miss the live view of the runners as they race towards their Olympic dreams from 4 different fan zones downtown. Bring your friends, family, and come experience the thrill of the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials on February 3rd, starting at 8 a.m. Don't miss your chance to witness history in the making. Join us decked out in red, white, and blue for a day of inspiration and unforgettable memories. Visit Orlando2024trials.com for more information.
Explore bizarre tales in the Very Special Episodes podcast hosted by Dana Schwartz and friends. Every Wednesday, they'll tackle a new stranger-than-fiction story like NASA agents cracking down on a black market moonrock trade, a poison Titanic cast, and Mark Twain's pivotal bar fight. New from iHeart Podcasts.
That is every single one of these episodes. It is the fodder for you to say, I heard the craziest story on this podcast.
Listen to Very Special Episodes on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
On game day, you want to focus on 3 things: football, friends, and food. And what makes all those better? Kingsford Original Charcoal. Kingsford Original gives grilled food an authentic wood-fired barbecue flavor you can't get anywhere else. Well-fed friends are happy friends.
So good.
And football, well, it's just more fun with a burger in hand. Elevate your backyard game day grilling with Kingsford Original Charcoal, America's grilling expert. Kingsford.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at abacuspays.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy in just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at abacuspays.com.
Meal planning is work, so let Fresh from Florida help. Learn what's in season, browse hundreds of recipes, and get tips from Chef Justin by visiting freshfromflorida.com. Eat healthier with Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
It's the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials this Saturday at 8 a.m. Join us in downtown Orlando at the Dr. Phillips Center for the ultimate free Fan Fest experience. Enjoy food trucks, live music, and vendors, and see the runners as they race towards their Olympic dreams from 4 different fan zones downtown. Experience the thrill of the U.S. Olympic Marathon Trials this Saturday, 8 a.m. Join us decked out in red, white, and blue for a day of inspiration and unforgettable memories. Visit Orlando2024trials.com. Presented by Visit Orlando.
Every parent wants to set their child up for success. Florida Prepaid is here to help. We know that planning for college now is the best foundation for your child's future success. A Florida 529 prepaid plan can be your first step to getting there. Our plans are flexible and 100% risk-free, so you'll never lose your investment. And now is the perfect time to lock in your plan because 2024 plan prices are the lowest they've been in 10 years, starting at just $34 a month. Florida Prepaid open enrollment is now. Enroll today.
February 6th, Hard Rock Live, Orlando. With special guest Eric Gales. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster. Don't miss the Kenny Wayne Shepherd Band.
How do I, Dad? Here's something I do. I write a letter to my kids every month. Yep, I write a letter and send it to my own house. I'm pen pals with my own kids. I know it sounds silly, but they love it. I don't write anything crazy. Just tell them I love them, ask them questions, whatever. Normal stuff. But when it shows up in the mailbox, I'm super dad.
Write your kids letters or try something else. Just choose to be a father first today.
Embrace the energy, enjoy the fun, and indulge in the food at Agave Azul Cocina Mexicana. Agave Azul embraces traditional and modern elements in a varied menu with your favorite Mexican dishes plus innovative twists, all served in an upbeat and welcoming atmosphere. Visit one of Agave Azul's 4 locations in Kirkland, Winter Park, Winter Springs, and Windermere, and find us online at agaveazulcocinamex.com. Agave Azul Cocina Mexicana. Agave AZUL Cocina MEX.com.
Get ready for the big game with the free iHeartRadio app. Pre-game with perfectly tailored playlists like Big Game Tailgate Party and more. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search Tailgate, and listen now. Make the big game great with iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
Nearly 3,000 teen drivers die in car crashes each year. Tire Rack Street Survival is designed to save lives. The one-day hands-on driving school gives teens experience in car control through exercises that include emergency braking and skid recovery. Find a class near you at TireRack.com/survive.
Looking to hire the right employee? Find them at the Florida Jobs Now job fair, FLJobsNow.com for more info.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Thursday. Sealand, I hope you're taking notes when these dad tips commercials roll across the radio.
Yeah, write them some letters.
You got to write your kids some letters, you know. That's how you do things. That's how you be a good dad.
Isn't it emails too now?
Emails, letters.
Seems cheaper.
It's so funny. It's just like, just talk to your kids, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't seem like you need commercials for these things, but maybe the fact that we do have commercials about how to be a good dad says something about the state of current parenting.
It does, and it
maybe that's the
also
thing.
feels like it's an endorsement opportunity for a new dad.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, hi, I'm Sealand. I'm a dad.
How am I supposed to tell people how to be a good dad? I'm still figuring it out.
Yeah, but they don't have to know that.
That could be it. That could be your whole shtick. You're like, look, you
Sean
just
lies
figure this
about his
out.
endorsements all the time.
What are you talking about? Lie about my endorsement? What the hell does that mean?
Wow.
What does that
I'm
mean?
kidding. Retraction. It was a joke.
All right. We're going to go to our final dispatches today to wrap everything up. We love
Remember
you.
the
We
meatball
appreciate
the size
you.
of a baby's head?
Yeah, that was way back in the day. I forgot that.
And
Was
100% true.
Was that Anthony's? Was that
Yeah, it's
one?
coal-fired pizza.
Love
yeah. All right, let's go over to some of these dispatches. PDM BDM says the modern day equivalent of We Are the World. What would that be? Let's see.
Would you consider Little Dicky's song Earth the modern day equivalent of We Are the World?
I don't know.
And if you're not familiar with it, just do a quick Google and look at how many popular singers are on that track.
Little Dicky?
Check it out.
It was a fun music video. It did not pop as much
I don't know
as
this
I think he
one.
intended it to.
Okay, it's a charity single by Lil Dicky, American rapper, with Justin Bieber. Hard pass. Boys.
They
And-
brought Gangnam Style guy for the big Earth song?
The last person mentioned is Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, Leonardo DiCaprio? Okay.
He's
all
gotten
right.
some big names. He had on his show, Dave, like Little Dicky's show, Dave, had Brad Pitt.
Oh,
doing
wow.
like a whole bit in which he smashed his face into like recording booth's wall. It was a whole thing. Watch the episode, but
You know, our former
big
boss, Linda Bird, who retired and now
Bird,
runs
no.
like a wine bar, and she posted on their social media that Brad Pitt was in their wine bar just hanging out and chilling because he's filming something around there.
Yeah,
And
there's some like rest stop or some sort of station or something that they're filming at for this new movie that's in New Smyrna.
Yeah, well, that's a big start to have in your place. Ain't nothing wrong with that if you can get it. Let's see if we can do one more. What do we got here? The dispatch from the saltpeter will be the last one that we do today. Oh, I can't hear you.
Great job.
Oh, it's me. Sorry, you recorded me and sent it back to me. And you also sent like 3 videos in a row. What's going on with you, man? Is everything okay out there?
He's having a day.
Yeah. It sent 3 videos in a row. Not a single one of them will play over here. I'm trying to delete these so I can get rid of them now. And when I do that, which I'm doing right this very moment, I will get to the stories that didn't make the cut. Okay, friends? I hope everybody had a nice day today.
It was a fun day, I think. How's your heart? You seem a lot more chill.
I think I've gone past the crest of it, and I'm on the other side. I'm still like, I don't know why I'm like this. Maybe because I never got into drinking coffee and that sort of stuff. It affects me in a really, really
But you were so confident when
way.
you started. And you're like, I'm a Celsius guy now.
Because I like it. It tastes really good. I really like the flavor of it, and I had a good time with it. And the thing is, I stopped drinking White Claws. I used to drink them every night as I was like watching TV or movies or whatever. I've stopped drinking White Claws, and I was going to replace the White Claw with the Celsius thing, but I can't drink that at night. Oh,
No
God.
way.
I'll be up to all hours. That'll be a disaster for me. I don't want that. All right, let's go into them. Let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Let's see what we got here today, friends. Rabies, be on the lookout, especially if you went to Touchstar Cinemas in Fort Pierce to watch a movie. For those in Florida, they say there was a bat on the loose in the movie theater, and everybody should immediately receive appropriate treatment quickly to protect you from the risk of rabies.
Did someone say rat?
Uh-oh.
Hey, I'm Rat Daddy. And guess what? Bats are rats with wings. Come on down to the Big Apple, and I'll show you rats with no wings. Bats, I mean. I'm going to drink a Celsius. Bye.
My favorite part is there's people who are getting triggered by Rat Daddy now.
Oh, they hate
People
it?
Stop with the Rat Daddy.
Whatever,
It's
man.
like, you know what you're going to get? If you hate Rat Daddy, you're going to get more Rat Daddy.
You know why? Because when I see that Sean's laughing at it and enjoying it, it brings joy to my heart. And it makes me want to run it into the ground.
Because there's this, you guys will understand this. I don't know if everybody will understand this. There's an arc to this. At the beginning, something is funny, and then it becomes not funny for a little while, and then it becomes funny again. And that second funny is the funniest funny to me.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Story
That's
of
the
my
one.
life, bro. Come to my show tonight, Sanford.
You should call it the second funny, because the second funny is the funniest funny to me, and it kills me. That's my favorite thing.
But then in the past, there's been a third funny where you have to like pull me aside and be like, that's enough, Sabrina. We're done with that now. Thank you.
If you ever get to the third funny, that's like double rainbow territory. That's really
Almost looks like a triple rainbow.
all right, what else do we have? They say Netflix 2024 roster of TV series, films, and games is jam-packed. I don't know if I believe them, but they did say The Night Agent is coming back.
Nice. That was a great show.
I recall that being one of the most watched Netflix original series.
It was, and I don't remember what it was about.
Me either. Like, there was a guy who answered the phone at night. He was the night agent. That's all I know. That's all I remember from that. The helicopter heist is also coming out soon, I guess. Atlas with Jennifer Lopez, they've got. The Umbrella Academy, I've never seen an episode of that. Season 4.
That's like the X-Men one, right?
I think so, yes.
It's written by the guy from My Chemical Romance?
That's correct, yeah. Cobra Kai Season 6 is coming to Netflix. Boy, has that been around. And the Avatar that Sabrina doesn't like, Avatar The Last Airbender.
I just don't get it.
Is going to be on Netflix as well. All of that out for
I am
you soon.
extremely surprised you didn't mention the other new show.
What happened? What was it?
It's Rat Daddy coming to Netflix, y'all. Subscribe now. We have 1 episode in the works. 2nd season, maybe. I'm Rat Daddy.
All right. Thank you, Rat Daddy.
And thus ends Rat Daddy. I just remembered.
Well, it's going to be real weird when we interview Rat Daddy tomorrow.
I'm going in. I'm thinking,
talk about all this.
Do I do fake call or am I from the studio? Try to figure out this voice changer. Just let's sleep on it. Let me know.
I don't know. He won't be expecting it at all, though, so that
I'm gonna
should
get
be
him
fun.
so good.
What's the last thing? Trump is now speculating. The former president was speculating about the red marks on his hands. And he said he did not see these photos. He said nothing was wrong with him, and he insisted it was artificial intelligence that created these. He didn't have the bloody hands. Whatever you remember didn't happen.
ChatGPT, show me what Donald Trump would look like with hand herpes.
Yep. And then it went out there, but he says fake news. Don't believe what you see. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Here we go. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ.
Rat Daddy.
So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Thursday, February 1st, 2024. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I learned the lady who sang this song.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's a longer way to get there, yeah. Today I learned in 1997, Julie Andrews.
Said this song.
She underwent surgery to remove some non-cancerous nodules from her throat. But she emerged from the surgery with permanent damage.
Oh, yeah, they botched it or something.
It destroyed the purity of her singing and made her voice very raspy afterwards.
Did she try a spoonful of sugar?
Unclear if she did or not.
Rat Daddy.
Today I learned the vast majority of people are unable to control their goosebumps, to which I say, there are people who are able to control their goosebumps?
Just give yourself goosebumps?
20% of people are able to do it, like insta goosebumps, if they want to. 80% of participants describe the same experience probably you and I have, where you end up getting goosebumps and it takes no effort. It just happens. But some folks, a little bit different. This is going to be impossible to guess. Today I learned this guy.
Oh, Quincy Man.
Quincy Mans is right.
Count Basie.
Nope. It's actually Kurt Russell.
You really want such a night.
Yeah, it's Kurt Russell singing some Elvis. He did an album of all
sounds
Elvis
like Elvis.
covers. He does, actually. He's with Meg Ryan, right?
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead?
No, she's talking about Elvis.
No, Elvis is dead. Kurt Russell, I'm saying. Kurt Russell.
Kurt died.
Famously, allegedly, Walt Disney's last words were Kurt Russell. Right when he was dying, he said, Kurt Russell.
I thought it was 9.
And they didn't know exactly what he meant by that. But I thought he was with Meg Ryan.
No, he's with Susan Hubley, or they're divorced. That was a long time ago.
God. Oh, the marriage was dead.
Goldie Hawn.
Goldie Hawn was the one I was thinking. Yeah, Goldie Hawn. And he'd been with her for a very, very long time. Today, the largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo, in case you were wondering, is over 30 centimeters long and over 2 liters in volume. It's believed to be poo from a Tyrannosaurus rex, just in case you wanted to know that as well. The largest predator in the ecosystem has very big poops, too. Today I learned pickleball is the fastest growing sport in the United States. I switched up the S's, with participation up 159% in pickleball since 2019. Damn. That's followed by golf, 57%. And I thought it was all old people stuff, but it's not. Skateboarding up 36% in the sports world. Skateboarding, something I never, ever was good at. And I tried so hard to do an ollie.
Not so far.
No, I never ollied, never nollied, I couldn't do any of those cool things. Sorry. And finally, today I learned this band right here.
Creed.
That's right. It is Creed. The band Creed once put on such a bad show that there was a $2 million class action lawsuit filed on behalf of all the fans in attendance that night. Nobody got the cash from it, though. I guess the laws don't work in their favor.
Don't get any ideas, listeners.
Creed coming back, man. And this one is now your earworm. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Get the links to the podcast right now. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.